The name is Law Nation. And as we continue to grind and shine, the Cowboys updated their roster to a different type of situation, new additions. But we're going to talk about this one way or another. Come on. It's the room fill up. Be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to smash upon the like button. Let's go. Cowboys' new addition, Noah. We're going to talk about that. As well as losing Isaiah Lamb. Yup, ain't no party like a cowboy party. Yeah. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. What's good? Thank you and you for jumping in and tuning in and being part of these type of episodes. So the Cowboys just yesterday relaunched their team, of course, with the 53-man roster. You have things like this come around, and on top of that, that's just how it goes, especially when you're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. You can't keep everybody. Not everybody's privy to stay for this team or stay on this team. So you got to figure out ways to also, ladies and gentlemen, be in mind that the Cowboys do Cowboys things, and the Cowboys decided to look back at this team and said, okay, we need help on DBs. We need to figure out ways to get that going. On top of that, of course, the news about Trey Lance coming here. Those things, it happens, right? But then when we look deep into it and we start talking about the Cowboys heading into the 2023 season, we reinforced our wide receiver room with, dare I say, Brandon Cooks. Shout out to him. Michael Gallup is looking to be back to Michael Gallup ways, especially when you start to think about Michael Gallup in general and how he performed last year. It wasn't up to snuff, right? And then the Cowboys, as I build this plane while we fly, as the Cowboys continue to get things going, we also hear of other things with this particular roster about, man, we losing out on players. And we don't like to hear that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say we don't like losing out on guys that we had high hopes for, because it goes all the way back to the notion of Charvarius Ward. Who remember him? Put that down in the chat if you remember him. It goes back to those moments. It goes back to those feelings and those desires of losing out on somebody that you know for sure that you had high hopes, high promises on, and then you look back, he's on another team doing exactly what the things that you said that you wanted to keep for your team. And that happens from time to time. Hold on right quick for a few seconds here. All right, testing 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me now? Appreciate everybody for tuning in to the nation, and I really appreciate you guys for being part of this as we continue to work out these kinks here. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys can see the screen and everything of that nature. For some reason, my comments are not populating, so we're going to figure that part out while we go. Cowboy Nation, do me a huge favor. Sharing is caring too, but let me know if you guys give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, and if you can see the screen too. Give me a thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. All right, so yes, appreciate you, man. Thank y'all so much. For some reason, it's not pulling through on my restream, so give me T-minus a couple of minutes here. We're gonna figure this out one way or another. Cowboy Nation, it's just stuck right here. And we normally figure it out quicker. We got this moving. Okay, give me one more second here. We're gonna build this as we fly, Cowboy Nation. And of course, the news that's around the world right now is Malik Davis is attempting to come back. The Cowboys, according to Adam Schefter, Cowboys are signing C.J. Goodwin in red wine back to the practice squad. So they practice swadding up, according to Adam Schefter. And if you guys got any more of the news out there, let me know and in the pinch so we can get things going in that direction too. So shout out to the Cowboys for at least going through that part of the practice squad there. And that's always good. That's always good. Let me see. If I hit refresh here, then your comment should be populating. For some reason it's not, but we're going to figure it out, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so what's up, J. Diz, man? What's good, man? Colts have landed. Yeah, Isaiah land. Now, here's my thoughts on Isaiah and losing Isaiah, by the way. We've seen the potentials. I just wish that the Cowboys see what we see. You get what I'm saying? I wish sometimes the Cowboys see what we see. I think that there could have been other guys that you could have put on and say, hey, bro, we're going to call you back when everything is out, when the dust settles, right? And mud is easier to get off once it dries, right? I'm looking at guys like, let's say, although I don't think people will be beating down the doors for Matt Waletzko, but that may be too rich for them. What about Gallimore? Y'all think that people would have been saying, okay, let's sign Gallimore. I get it. I get it from Junior Fihoko. I haven't seen not one play from Junior Fihoko, and I'm not saying that the Cowboys should have leveraged him. He was a drafted pick, and we get that, right? But if I'm not mistaken, there should have been a sacrifice somewhere else that we could have scooped around and come back to, and no one would have been able to scoop that person up. I'm trying to figure out, man. You guys know more than I do. Big Bo, yeah. Is he circling back? Yeah, so what's going to happen here are the things that sometimes you can't hide. And that's good tape. Good tape you can't hide. You can try to stash it here. You can try to stash it there. But sometimes good tape you just can't hide. And the Cowboys, from my observation, they thought that they were going to be able to hide all of that good smoke that Isaiah Land was exhibiting. Now, granted, he may go over to the Colts land and stay on the practice squad forever and a day. But at the end of the day, when we start talking about these things in general, we have to say, hey, let me see why this chat overlay is not working. This is kicking my tail, y'all. Y'all bear with me, man. I got to fix this chat overlay. But here's the truth right here, Cowboy Nation. Let me see if this is fixed right here. Boom. Y'all bear with me. Bear with me, El Mary. Yeah. Chat is ready to display, and we're going to see if I can fix it that way, because I can't see your comments. We are an interactive type of show here, baby, especially when you're live on multiple platforms, and that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, all right. So it's going to be different this time. It's going to be going from the bottom to the top. But Hova says we need another back. You talking about a running back? There's only one football. Tony Pollard's going to give you 14 to 15 snaps or touches, and then you're going to split that up between Rico Dido. We only leaning on Rico if he can stay healthy, ladies and gentlemen. That's the other part of it. So when I look at Rico, if Rico can stay healthy, that's the thing with Rico. That's the only thing. If he can stay healthy, and if he can stay healthy, then we're winning, right? That's how I'm looking at it, because when we start talking about running backs in general, let me go back to running backs. When we start looking at this, I'm okay. I'm cool with it. I'm not upset. I'm not mad at it. I'm cool with this part of it altogether, ladies and gentlemen. So that's just where it goes from here. So this is your RB1. Your RB2 is Rico, and then your RB3 is Deuce. Now, it's all interchangeable because some people look at it from the old philosophy and say, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use Tony Pollard until he can't run no more, and then you're going to put in Rico. No. There will be some games whereas Deuce Vaughn may get the first bulk of the reps or what have you, then Rico get the second wave. Tony Pollard is going to be the person that remains the same. And then when you think about this guy right here, RB4, which is a fullback, he's going to be on the field at the same time with most of those boys. So I do look at it and I do see it in that light, Cowboy Nation. So I wouldn't be mad and angry and upset. So we do have another chance and an opportunity to also have my guy, Ronald Jones, to come back. I don't know whether or not the Cowboys got some plans for him, but all three of these guys right here are what we consider finesse running backs. They are more of the lightning, not the thunder, or however it goes. You know, they are lightnings, and this is where your only thunder right here is Hunter. So I can see them. I can foresee them still utilizing Ronald Jones if he do decide to come back. And I look at the model of even my brother's team, the 49ers. They got 6 running backs, 5 tight ends. That's a lot of running backs, man. They're going to do a lot of pound and pound town is what you want to call it. James says Noah found a new home. Yes. And we ain't talking about Brown. His name was just too long for me to put into the title. I would say here is not a lot of tape to go over. A lot of people, when we start talking about these guys, even if I were to go over certain things about Noah, a lot of people will only look at the negative connotation of it and say, hey, he was a former first-round draft pick. They only got 1 interception. I look at it from the positive aspect. He got 1 more interception than my guy, Kelvin Joseph, right? And then passer rating when targeted is not 149.52, something like that, of what Kelvin Joseph was, right? So this, by chance, is a better situation because it's 77 is what he had, right? And 2 different roles, too. Noah would be playing on the outside, but keep this in mind. We talking about a 5th and a 6th option. The backup. We ain't talking about a dude that's going to be like Gilmore, Stephon. We're not talking about a Diggs. We're not even talking about a Bland. We're not even talking about, ladies and gentlemen, a Jordan Lewis. We're talking about backups, baby. So we good in that light, Cowboy Nation. And I think that we are good overall. Some people are overreacting, overanalyzing the situation. But even with the wide receiver, we good. There's only 1 football. And you don't want to have too many. You got only 1 football. He's your 1. He's your 2. And everybody else, I need game plan for all of these guys right here in these box right here to be what we call ancillary. They need to be ancillary. They don't need to be primary at all. I need to figure out a way to get my team focusing and getting in on this right here. Okay, so we do have the practice squad update so far. Malik Davis, Jalen Morano Cropper, he made the practice squad. Sean McEwen, we got him back. Earl Bostic, baby, he made it back. CJ Goodwin, Godwin, Goodwin, yeah. And Redwine, those are your practice squad as of August the 30th, 2023. Those are your practice squad guys. Looking back at this list right here. So that's pretty good. Shout out to my guy, Defy Talk Cowboys. He's always on it. And I encourage you guys to do the same. And I encourage you guys to check out Defy Talk Cowboys. He does a great job, a wonderful job out here in talking about Cowboys and beyond on the Instagram. I'm going to pull up his account right quick. And we'll look at it, and I love it from this preview look. Let's see if you guys can see what I see. Boom, let's go. Here it is right here. I know it'd probably be too big, but it's the practice squad angle right here. And let me move this out the way. Boom. And we're going to slide to the left. Cowboy Nation, slide. Come on, slide on me. Slide on me. Slide on me. Yeah. Here we go. We're eventually going to slide. Here we go. Slide time. Slide time for your mind. Here we go. So these are your practice squad. Squad up, guys. Like I said, Cropper, Malik Davis, Sean McHugh, Earl Bostic, CJ, and Sheldrick. Let me know how many practice squad, because these rules change every day. I thought it's 10 people on the practice squad, right? Or is it more? Y'all let me know. I'm thinking it's 10. Let me know if it's more or less on the practice squad. Let me know, Cowboy Nation. Add Hoffman to that list. Did he just get added? No land, too broke to pay attention. 15 now, or is it 16? 16 practice squad guys. I've been counting 10, so I've been way in the past, man. So it's 16 practice squad. So you know, one of these guys, is it 16 or 15? It's 16, okay. So overall, it's 69 for your mind. 53 plus 16, so it's 69 for your mind. So we got a little ways to go to fill out our whole entire team here. 16 on the practice squad, yes, indeed. So Cowboys, can we go get, this is JV BB boy, shout out to you, fam. He says, can we go get Bahana? So there got to be more and more dogs out there, more and more weapons out there, more and more people to get on this team, to help this team out in good fashion. And I'm quite sure, let me see what my guy John Machota got over here, because he normally have great stuff here, as well as all of the practice that's going on. And let me see. Former LB Isaiah Land claimed. Okay. He says Cowboys safety. Let me see if I can get this all straight up for y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank everybody for tuning in to the nation. The name is Law Nation. Thank y'all so much, man, for your part and role in all what we do for us this success. Hit the like button. All right, so I got John Machota says Cowboys safety J-Ron Curse on defensive end / linebacker Michael Parsons. I expect a defensive player of the year type of year from him, hands down. If I was a betting guy, my money is on him. I just seen the way he comes in this year, different than the previous two. So, you know, basically he just speaking, and he put a whole god dog on encyclopedia type of tweet right here. But basically what he's saying in short is that Michael Parsons, defensive player of the year, you know, he need to get that. He need to get that up out, y'all. All right, so this is my guy, Trey Lance. He's the third quarterback for right now, as you guys can see right here. Trey Lance, the third QB, and he's at practice. He'll be wearing number 15. And so far, everything as far as the reports, Mike McCarthy been working with him, as well as the other quarterbacks as well. So that's pretty good. That's dope. I've received some news from my brother that people that's close to the Niner Nation, most of them are heartbroken, right? And whatever misery is for them, it's a plus for us, basically. You know, as Skywalker says, I'm still baffled at the negative spin with trading for Lance. Yeah, you know, it's a lot of baffling BS stuff with that when people get angry about the fact that we are better in our best. Who get mad at someone purchasing life insurance, man? Yeah, so this is what it is. It's life insurance. It's ability to get somebody on this team that can ingratiate himself to a higher level based upon where he was drafted at. He got high remarks from there, and I'm thinking that the Cowboys did the right thing. Why not? It would be foolish for them not to, right? It would be crazy for them not to. And I think that this guy, he broke it down very good earlier. I saw a post with him out there. Let me see if I can find that post and conjure it up, because I think that a lot of people get misconstrued with this. Let's listen to this right quick.
Playing the long game, obviously. When you look at Trey Lance, you have to look at where he is right now versus, you know, what the scope of what he might do coming in. Because if you look at it right now, that's more realistic to what the Cowboys' plan is going to be. They're trying to develop him as a backup quarterback at worst case. So worst case, he's going to be your definitive backup in the post-Cooper Rush era, which could be as early as 2024 if Trey Lance develops quickly enough. This is something the Cowboys are looking at and saying, hey, we're not going to pick up this guy's fifth-year option. So it's a 2-year plan. Try to develop him. If he turns into a definitive QB2, wonderful. You gave up a 4th-round pick for a definitive development QB2. You've been trying to draft a development guy for the past couple of years, and you've not done it. Best case is he develops well enough in that you can maybe trade him in 2 years, and maybe you lose that 4th up front, but maybe you get a 3rd rounder if he can prove he can be a capable NFL starter. So they're playing the long game with Trey Lance.
No doubt. So shout out to Sir Douglas 71 for chopping this up, and shout out to Patrick No C Walker with his analysis of the whole thing. I don't foresee why anyone would be angry and upset about this, because we've seen this before, ladies and gentlemen. Cowboys get right into the playoffs and then someone get hurt, right? And we don't want to be in the same situation like the Niners were when Brock Purdy got hurt. But Brock Purdy was the guy that stood in and stepped in when the other quarterback got hurt. Don't you know how many quarterbacks got really hurt for the Niners? Lance, Garoppolo, even Purdy got hurt. All of those boys, those 3 quarterbacks got hurt. That could have been their Lombardi there if I tell you this, Garoppolo would have beaten the doggone Eagles in that game. I know a lot of Eagles fans that watch this channel, they would have been like, nah, dog. Hey, Lance would have beat the Eagles, you know what I'm saying, in that game. Brock Purdy, if healthy, they would have beaten the Eagles. But what happened? Josh Johnson, whatever that brother's name, he couldn't hit water if he fell off a boat, man. He just that dude that been a journeyman. So it is what it is. For what it is, the reality of it is that you need to make sure you have some insurance as it relates to your quarterback. And us going from Will Grier to Trey Lance, the expectations. Now, granted, Will Grier balled out his last preseason game, balled all the way out. And one can argue it was due to the fact there was a different play caller in there. That's a whole other storyline. Shout out to Dak Prescott. The 49ers defense gave up 30 points to the Eagles. Ace, but go back and watch that game. Go back and watch that game. Yeah, it was costly turnovers on their side of the field. And on top of that, those 31 points are very miscued, right? Short field against a hungry defense. The 49ers couldn't move the ball after their doggone quarterback got down. There were some plays out there that Brandon Ayuk, I'm telling you, he cooked up that secondary, but nobody, he was sitting there running all by himself. He's like, where the ball at? Where the ball at? You know, so, but it is what it is. My guy says, why trade him? Because when you are a team, hear me out, and you are a team and you've seen a guy take your team from the spot that they was at to the playoffs and to beat one of the top tier defensive teams like the Cowboys, you know, Brock Purdy, they wanted to make sure that the next year they didn't want to go back and forth with controversy over the quarterback. They leaning on they're going to take the 1% risk. He may be everything. But the other part of it, he may not be everything. Brock Purdy haven't seen the same team twice in 1 year. So that's just what it is. That's what it is. It's funny how so many of y'all Eagle fans are here. Don't y'all got some content creators y'all need to check in on? You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing in my title that says anything with Eagles. You know, and we don't see y'all till week 9. So you can't sit back and say, hey man, we just over here. We just over here to see what you gonna say. You know, go get Scoot. Get out of here. It's a scram. Out of these dang birds over here, man. There you go. Got that bird. Go get them birds, man. Go get them. You know, get out of here. Scram. Scoot. They just sitting on a doggone stool listening. Yeah. cry. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. Scram. Yeah, dog. Why don't y'all go and listen to y'all content creators over there? Listen to what they got to say and whine about and cry about. You know what I'm saying? God, dog. What is it? I'm saying I can't even get a you know, God, dog, man. What? I bet you I probably got more subscribers than the Eagles content creators, man, from the Eagles community, by the way. You know what I'm saying? God, dog. I'm sitting there, yeah, they be sitting there, I don't even have a cinch of green on me. I don't have any of that bird over here, but they want to come over here. And truth be told, you know what I'm saying, the team that's supposed to be giving us the heat, supposed to be the Giants. It's supposed to be the Giants. Then the Washington, then the Eagles. Know where y'all spot, know y'all role. Y'all at the bottom of the division, even though y'all were successful in the last 5 or 6 years. They were successful. Eagles were successful. Y'all want that cookie. But man, we all enjoy. Look, everybody in this chat, boy, we really enjoyed the Super Bowl, didn't we? We enjoyed that Super Bowl. We enjoyed seeing a man by the name of Pat Mahomes with one leg, baby. We enjoyed that Super Bowl. Sometimes to rewind and watch it back. Since y'all talk about us with the VCRs and stuff like that, sometimes in Triple HD, I never saw my team lose, right? But in Triple HD, I saw the Eagles lose. I can rewind. I can zoom in. No pixelations at all. And Jalen Hurts, he got a Cowboy jersey on up under all of that filthy green. And he said, you know what? I can't beat down this team too bad. Let me make sure I just phantomly fumble this ball. And all of a sudden, nobody touched him. Right hand to the man. Nobody touched Jalen Hurts. And he said, I'm going to do this for the team. The Cowboys, yes, indeed. Let me just drop this ball on the ground so we can keep the Chiefs in the game. He did that for me. Jalen Hurts did that for me. Ain't this right, Echoes? Cry, Eagles, cry. Yes, indeed. Jalen Hurts said, Jalen, you wide open, man. He's wide open down the field. Ain't nobody's there. I can't make this stuff up. And speaking of that, let's open up the phone lines, man. You know what I'm saying? But Jalen Hurts, man, that's my dog, man. Hey, for the win, he drops back. He said, man, if I throw this ball in the end zone, 9 times out of 10, it could be a pass interference. But if I throw this ball from me to this camera, they can't call anything. Jalen Hurts did that for me. You know, trust me, Jalen Hurts picked up the phone and he called me and said, hey, Law, hey, man, the fix is in, man. I made sure that I couldn't make this Hail Mary for you, dog. You know, go Cowboys. I'll call into the show next week. Yes, indeed. I can't make this stuff up. I'm for real. Right hand to the man. Yes, indeed. It is what it is. Right hand to the man. Jalen Hurts did that for me, man. He did that for the nation. He did it for the nation. Oh, Jalen Hurts, baby. He's a good quarterback, by the way. Yes, indeed. Cowboy Nation. Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah.
There are 3 participants in the conference.
All right. 657-390-7391, baby. Yeah. Boy, I love it, boy. I love it, man. Y'all know I'm just joking with those boys. Shout out to them for going to the Super Bowl, though, you know. We hope to get there and to do more when we get there. From the 971, you're live on the Nation.
Hello.
What's good? What up?
Hey, I'm the Giants fan in there saying Giants on top. First of all, I want to say I'm excited for the round table
tonight. Yep.
And I just wanted to let the Cowboys Nation know that y'all in for a rude awakening Sunday football night. Tonight football.
So do you really believe in Daniel Jones? Do you really believe in him? Right.
Yes.
To break it down.
A bold prediction. He will be at least top 10, and he might get an MVP vote or 2.
And if it don't happen,
as long as Darren Waller stays healthy,
if Waller stay healthy,
weapons stay healthy, he's gonna be in I think he might get. Because remember, Justin Fields got a couple votes for MVP last year. Remember that? So
yeah.
But no, I want to say that for sure he's gonna be top 10. He's
what's your thoughts on Dakota Prescott?
Dak?
Yeah.
I don't know. He had a down year. But I mean, I got to respect him because he's had the Giants. He's had the Giants number for ever since he came in the league.
Yeah. He haven't lost to them since 2016.
Yeah.
So do you foresee your quarterback trumping Dak Prescott based off of just that last year, or Dak Prescott is just going to fall off the map? What do Daniel
Prescott,
Jones do better than Dak Prescott?
He's not going to fall off the map. I just see Daniel Jones just have a better efficiency than Dak. So, like, in terms of, you know what I mean, like touchdown to interception ratio.
Touchdown interception ratio?
Yeah.
Did he have how many touchdowns? Wait a minute. If my memory serves me correct, he had 15 touchdowns last year, didn't he?
Correct. And who was he throwing the ball to?
Look. Kadarius Toney, he should have been throwing the ball to, because if y'all didn't make that trade, I don't think the Chiefs win the Super Bowl.
I can see that. I want to make a couple points. So my first point is
break it down.
You guys, so the reason why I think the Giants is going to have a really successful offense is teams are they're not going to be able to stack the box against Saquon anymore, because you got Darren Waller. Jalen Hyatt ran 24 miles per hour in practice. He's going to burn Trayvon Diggs. I'm telling you, there's going to be one play where Jalen Hyatt's going to burn Trayvon Diggs. Now, it's going to be, I think, my score prediction, because your defense is tough. I mean, Gilmore, that's what your defense, in order to be a top 5 defense, Gilmore is what solidifies your defense from being like top 10 to top 5. So if Gilmore can stay healthy, that defense is going to be really nice. But I still think our offense is going to – I think our offense is going to do enough. Daniel Jones, he's going to surprise a lot of people. I'm telling you. This is the only year in his career that he has back-to-back coaches and system. Only year. He's always had different head coaches, different –
You guys messed up, man. You're supposed to keep Jason Garrett for at least 13 years, man.
The reason why you guys didn't have him. But I'll say this: my score prediction for Sunday Night Football. I'm really excited. I just think that I don't know how high scoring is going to be. I think it's going to be somewhere around like I don't know, 28-24, something like that.
Cowboys. Okay, yeah, 28-24. That sounds yeah. Cowboys. That sounds about right. Hey, I appreciate you for calling in, because you the type of caller that's supposed to be calling in. We face y'all week 1, and it's going to be a showdown. My guy Bad Dog is going to be tonight. We're going to do the round table. Yes, indeed. So tell him, get ready. I know he's going to speak his mind about this particular team and Cowboys versus Giants. And I like him because, Bad, he going to be like, all right, cool. He respect the Cowboys. He ain't going to go too much on the deep end. He go back and forth with Louis T. and Lord Brunson, though.
Yeah, exactly. No, like I said, the Cowboys, based on everything, they should be, top 3 the NFC conference? Based on everything, the rosters? Because even the 49ers, like that whole quarterback situation, I don't trust it. I would trust it. Based on roster-wise, like y'all should be going to the NFC Conference Championship.
Based on the roster, yeah. And let me ask you this, though, before I let you go. Trey Lance, he have a higher upside than Daniel Jones, don't he?
No, he doesn't.
Get out of here! Come on,
sorry.
Remove the biasness. So if you remove the biasness, don't he have a higher upside than Daniel Jones? Huh?
He hasn't shown anything. Yeah, I'm being totally unbiased. Trey Lance hasn't shown me anything.
Trey Lance, you put Brian DeBall with Trey Lance, what he would do? Will he make it work?
Now we don't know, but hey, you'll do a lot better.
I appreciate you, man, for calling in and holding your ground. All right, so 28-24 Cowboys, right?
Giants. Obviously, Giants.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro. What's your name so I can lock you in, man?
Andre or Dre. I'm the Dre NYG. I was spamming.
Dre. NY, I got you. I got Dre NY, man. So call back before and after the game so we can give you some shots out, bro. Appreciate you, man.
We'll do.
No
All
doubt.
right. Thank you.
Good call from him, but we're a week too early to do score predictions. But since y'all feeling good, do y'all see the Giants scoring 24, 28 points? Now, I didn't think about that. Do y'all see Daniel Jones scoring 28 points on the Cowboys? I didn't even think about that. Do you guys see the Giants scoring 28 points, regardless of what we score? But do you guys see Daniel Jones scoring 28 points on the Cowboys on that defense on week 1? 28-14, nope. I think that, most games like this tend to be 21 to like 14 type. You don't really score too high on week 1. You still, you're your first team out there, offense and defense that didn't really play a lot of preseason games. Yeah. 28-3. All field goals, right? I am legendary. He says, let's see what he said. I am legendary. He says 10-33. Okay. 44-0. So on the high end, this would be a game similar to like when the Cowboys opened up in 2021. Versus the Bucs, as far as what we were able to do as far as moving the ball. I think that the Cowboys week 1 are going to score anywhere between 21 to 24 points. And then from there, we're going to rev it up. We may score 21, 24 against the Jets. And then the Cards, we putting 30 on those boys. And then we play the Patriots. It's going to be another 28, and then we're going to start scaling it up, and then we're going to get to our average 30-some points a game. But Mark, that drive trucks from the 832, talk to me, man.
What's got it going on, Lon? What's going on with it?
Not much, man.
Hey,
just chilling.
I see you. I hear you. Well, first thing about the last caller and the Giants, hey, that's what I like. I like the plan that's going to call me and talk about his team. You couldn't shoot me dead and drag my dead body over it nowhere close to no damn Eagles, cat. The hell wrong with these people? They ain't talking about nothing over there I care about. But it's more Eagles. That's why you got these 1,000 people in your chat, and 800 of them ain't got no likes in there because they all ghosting, looking in there. They all fiending. They want some of that. They addicted to them Cowboys, but they don't want nobody to know they got that problem.
Right.
You couldn't drag me dead over there to no Eagles chat, to no Redskins chat, to no Giants chat, and no disrespect to their content creators over there, but they ain't talking about nothing I care about. I don't care what they doing over there. I'm not going in there sneaking no peek. I'm not going over there trolling, trying to start something. They ain't talking about nothing. What is it with an Eagle fan want to come up over here in the chat and stir up stuff? They ain't got. What are they saying about their content creators?
Get him, Mark. Get him, Mark. Get him. Get him.
And y'all trying to, that's ridiculous. That's crazy. That's why they Eagles. That's exactly why they Eagles. That's why they Redskins, and that's why they Giants. Because if wasn't somebody else talking about them, nobody would talk about them. That's all that is. And I'm going to leave that alone. That's crazy to me. You couldn't kill me dead, and I'd be dead 3 days, and you drag my carcass over to an Eagle chat. I would get up. I tell God, hey, God, no, I'm going to get up, move. I'll go back to being dead, but I'm going to get up and move, because I'm not going nowhere close to that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yes, indeed.
That's stupid. That's just stupid. I love what they did with the roster, man. You know, and you know what's good about it, man, is you talked about Dak calling plays, you know, in last preseason game.
Right.
Everybody looking good, particularly on the offensive side. I think it's been mentioned more than once. How good have we ever seen our 2s and 3s in preseason look? I'm not just talking about that last game Dak called. I'm talking about for the entire preseason. They looked good. You could gauge what kind of players they were because they were coached well. Everybody was organized. Everybody understood what their job was. Now, whether or not they did it well or didn't do it well, that's beside the point to me. They looked like an organized, well-coached, well-run football team. I don't think anybody here could ever have said that about Jason Garrett at any time. During his 500 years he was coaching.
Man, he was here for way too long, man. You hitting it right on the money, dog. When I think this team is assembled right, you know, and of course I know when people say this team is assembled right, then they're gonna say, okay, well, no excuses. You got to get to the Super Bowl now. Well, truth. If we can stay healthy, that's a big if. I think we making a deep run. We gonna make a real good deep run. I don't foresee this team falling off the map like that if everybody stay healthy. Right. Yeah, that's the big if part of it.
Exactly. And again, to me, man, that's about the leadership up top. That's about Mike McCarthy. I hate the fact that it took 3 years. Again, you might as well have given Jason Garrett them 3 years that you gave Kellen Moore.
Big fact.
Right? Because why are you wasting? Why would you go and get a head coach like Mike McCarthy? Again, look at what's going on. Look at what's going on with just the 3 years. Let's not talk about wins and losses. Look at the Cowboys. When was the last time we talked about penalties costing the Cowboys game? Remember, they used to get 15 penalties.
2020, that's when penalties were killing us. But I do like the corrective actions, right? I do like hey, this is what you did wrong, this is what we doing better at, and this is what we improved on. So this is what I'm seeing out of Mike McCarthy's regime versus the previous one, that we'll have a mistake and then all of a sudden we get it right. But I appreciate you, man. What else you got for the show before I let you rock?
Okay, one more thing, man. Cowboys 28, Giants 13. Daniel Jones ain't got to match the stretch and light no fire nowhere.
No,
they're going to get their heads beat in. I don't care nothing about that. Now, look, they nice. Brian Daboll's a good coach. That's why Daniel Jones, they look like something right now. But, hey, I think my offense will beat their defense. Their defense ain't going to beat the offense. They ain't going to find 20 points against us. I don't care who they got over there.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, Mark.
Well, go ahead, Long. It's 28-13. How about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? That's a good call from Mark. Yeah, so that's how I'm start looking at. I'm gonna start looking at when we play opponents. We're gonna say, hey, man, I get all of that. So how you gonna get those 20 points? Yeah, how you gonna get those 20 points is how I'm thinking now. You know, where you gonna do it? By air, by land? You know what I'm saying? What Dak gonna give you the 20 points? He gonna throw 3 picks? Come on, man, pick sixes or what have you? How you gonna get those 20 points, man? And I don't foresee the type of wide receivers that we had last year this year. You know, I just don't look at it and see it that way. Like, can somebody let me know? Just think about this. Ooh, just think about this. And there's no shade upon my guy, Dennis Houston. Don't y'all know he made the team? He was the first. He was the guy that was out there week 1. Could Dennis Houston make this team? Nah. Week 1. Oh, he didn't make this tape. Don't y'all know how far of a difference that is? Oh, let me just say this. I'm not beating up Noah Brown, baby. I'm not. Could Noah Brown went through all of training camp and make this team right now? Where would he be? Would he outperform Jalen Tolbert, Kevontae Turpin, Jalen Brooks? Right? I'm not even talking about Gallup, Cooks, and CD. But Noah Brown, and I'm not beating him up, y'all. Come on, man. We like Noah Brown for his services when he was here. But that was our second option. In some games, our first option. I just don't foresee him doing anything. I got my guy, Zach Luna, man, from the 408. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Yo, Law. With all
What's
that
good?
Philly smack talk, you're going to start spawning in Weapon X Eagles pretty soon.
Right.
I already see him. His thumbs quivering on his phone right now.
Oh yeah.
I see that imagination right now, man. Hey, the first caller talking about Daniel Jones and the Giants. Let me pull up some stats.
Break it out.
All right. Daniel Jones, by all means, was like, I would say he was more efficient than he was in the beginning of the year than he was like at the end of the year. But the argument making that Daniel Jones is going to be better than Dak, come on now. Let's be real here. Dak in 12 games had more yards per attempt at 7 than Daniel at 6.8. He had 238 yards per game average, which is far more than our Daniel Jones is 200.
Mm-hmm.
And then 23 passing touchdowns. Of course, we don't need to talk about the interceptions. With the passer rating of 91.1 for Dak and 92.5 for Daniel. But the efficiency from Dak with just his averages is far higher than Daniel's over 12 games compared to Daniel's 16.
Right.
And we see how much better Dak just makes the Cowboys offense. I mean, the Cowboys offense, given their points per their offense last year was, 467 points, which puts them at number 3 in the NFL last year. And the Giants were far lower at 360.
God, dog. Guess what? We were just talking about Dennis Houston, and we were talking so glowingly of him. He just joined the doggone Giants. Dennis Houston, the Giants said that the guy that was on the phone with me, Dre, he probably was like, look, hey, y'all make sure y'all pick up Dennis Houston because he was good enough to be the starting wide receiver week 1 last year for the Cowboys. Let's see what you can do from here. So Dennis Houston is now, according to Michael Gelkin, who still got me blocked, he is now joined with the New York Fighting Giants. Ain't that something? Go ahead, Zach.
Hey, I mean, I think Dennis Houston might give them a little bit of boost. I was looking at their their players. They only had I guess the only guy they really had there they could rely on was the Kadarius Toney because you had Isaiah Hodgins and that Paris guy.
No, they had Isaiah Hodges. They had Richie James, who was pretty good for them. They had a Darius guy over there. I forgot his last name. But, to be fair, they didn't really have a good household names over there because Kadarius Toney was really like, I'm not feeling the Daniel Jones thing, and I want to get out. So that's just what happened with that, But it is what it is. Those guys got checks every week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they get the check on Tuesday.
Yep.
And they don't really have. I don't see them putting up as high of an offense as they should, to be honest. Their acquisitions. I think the only guy they really got was Darren Waller. If they're going to rely on that Jalen Hyatt guy to perform in the first year, I don't see it happening. So there's just no way that the hot take of having Daniel Jones be the having like an MVP vote or 2 with this roster and then his just these metrics over 16 games, it's not good enough. I don't see it. Dak is going to have a much better.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you, Zach, man. Thank you for calling in, Chief.
For sure.
See you again next year, too, man. Keep it up.
Hey, you too.
Yeah, it's a good call from him. And I get it, it's good to be high and on optimism. If you're a Giants fan right now, you can look at it and say, okay, hey, they won a playoff game last year and they made it to the playoff and they have a new coaching philosophy. I'm still mad and angry and upset that most pundits and those critics, they still put Brian Daboll over Mike McCarthy. They said, okay, he's a better coach. When Mike McCarthy swept those boys with his backup quarterback plus with Dak Prescott. And even in that Thanksgiving game, it was really a blowout. They got a cheap touchdown at the end. We really blew those boys out. If y'all go back and watch that Giants game, watch the Giants game, the 2 of the Giants game, but watch that last one on Thanksgiving. We really blew them out, but they caught a little cheap touchdown at the end, and we was like, all right, let them do it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So no more ball and come on, man, no more balls and Cox, man. Where did Cox went to? Did he sign for another team? who he signed with. Y'all let me know. And yes, indeed. That's the only thing, however, in New York is optimism. I feel you had too broke to pay attention. All right, I got my guy from the 469, James. Man, you live. Talk to me, James.
Wow!
What's good, man?
It feels so good to be back home. How you doing, baby?
Doing great. Woo!
Man, I was over here, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was scrolling. I was listening to a little bit of that Sonic Boom and listening, and, you know, I kind of heard where they was doing a little bit of stuff trying to be like the SWAC, but they ain't got nothing on that Marching Storm. I just got to let you know that going into Labor Day, baby.
Man, we were cool until you said all of that, man. Nobody, look, you know.
I got love for JS. Who?
You said Marching Storm.
Man.
Get ready, because here we come,
that's
baby.
SWAC love.
Yes, indeed.
That's SWAC love, man. Hey, but I got to say this, man. To that first caller was a brave soul. He said that the New York Football Giants were going to score 20-plus points on the Dallas Cowboys starting defense. Now, so I had my time to sit here and try to recollect. I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? First off, who are they? They got a Saquon Barkley who has proven to not be consistently healthy. And that's their biggest name on their offense, their biggest weapon on their offense. Second, they got Daniel Johnson. I'm not Daniel Johnson. Hold on. Darren Waller. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, Waller.
Darren
Waller. You know.
The tight end. They got okay offensive line at best. They got some unproven receivers. He can say he got a guy running 24 miles an hour. I've never seen a car catch a football. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
He got to catch. He can get over. He can get open, but he can't catch. Shout out to Jalen Hyde.
So what we doing? Hold on. Belong. Look at this. Look who we got returning. We got the Lion, Micah Parsons. Okay? Problem out the gate. If you ain't got two, you're through. And then on the opposite side of it, who we got? We got Tank. We got Tank on the other side. If you ain't got two, you're through. That's four of your offensive linemen for two players. Then we got in the middle, we got big bag of dirt Mozzie Smith coming in as a rotational player. We still got Gallimore. We still got Big Hank. You see, I mean, and then on top of that, to give one of the two tanks on the outside rest, we got Dorrance Armstrong to come through. We got Billy D. Sam Williams to come through. I ain't even got to the second level yet, Lyle. What they gonna do with that?
They're gonna throw some turnovers, man. They're gonna throw some turnovers, man. Yeah.
Come on, we got three players who were defensive player of the year. One was the defensive player of the year. Two were defensive player of the year candidates. Whoa.
Hey, he'll realize on Sunday night, man, the reason why I think Saquon is 0-6 versus the Cowboys, and I think Daniel Jones is like 1-6 versus the Cowboys. So regardless of it, bro, we finna really go in. And I know Brian Daboll is a real clever coach, but we'll find out, man, this Sunday night. Well, next Sunday night, right? Sunday night football.
Yeah,
y'all let me know. It's Sunday night, you know. So we'll find out, man. Yes, indeed, bro. What else you got for the show?
Man, here's the other thing I got to say. All right, now, Law, you know why they in here, okay?
Right.
You know why all the outlets talk about one team, because they have seen what we have done over the past 3 years. We have been consistent to the game plan. We have been consistent with addressing the issues. And now the star has aligned, all right? And they see the promised land right in our sights. And there's not another team on our schedule that we should be so afraid of as to not be able to overcome as we're climbing to the mountaintops. Law. I'm just trying to let them know that all our ducks are in a row. And if we can only stave off the injury bug, it's a straight shot to the top. And whoever's on that other side, God be with them. Because this is our year, y'all. The Dallas Cowboys can only beat themselves at this point. And I only forecasting it. Y'all have seen it. You've seen our second team. You've seen our coaches. We got the coach on the field in depth. So it's only going up from here. All I'm saying, y'all, is get ready. Because week 1, we are opening up the gates and we're flooding the team. Whoever on the other side, God be with them as we taking it to the top, not looking to the left, not looking to the right, going straight all the way. And we got on the phone. We got 5 rings already. We waiting for number 6 to pick up, baby. That's all I got, Law. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button because you ain't going to get no better content than this, baby. It's up. Woo!
Woo! My God, James. Boy, he is on one today. Boy, he feel like he make me want to put on the pads, the helmets, and get out there and get it out of the mud. Appreciate my guy, man, from the 469. And I know another person going to bring some heat if possible, and it's a Queen Cowboys. She from the 910 Queen. You're in. Talk to me.
What's going on, Law?
All is well. All is well. Talk to me.
Okay, first off, I see a 31-9 win against the Giants.
Whew.
Yeah, 31-9. Cause the only thing that they'll be able to get is field goals that game.
Oh, wow.
They're not getting down there because they got to get through our defense, and our defense is you have hell to pay trying to get past our defense this year.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And as far as Trey Lance is concerned, I'm glad that we have a developmental person there. You know, they've been wanting to draft a quarterback for quite some time, but they didn't want to use a lot of capital. So,
preach it.
You know,
I said, preach it. Yeah, you spitting the truth right there.
Right. They didn't want to use a lot of capital for them. And so that's the reason why they went ahead and jumped on that. You know, it wasn't no trying to keep nothing from that, trying to keep nothing from Mike McCarthy. Y'all can hang that shit up too. 4-letter, 3-letter network. And I'm ready. I can't wait. You know, that's all. That's all I had to say because they were talking about what the Giants was going to beat us. I had to tell you my score prediction. 31-9.
31-9. Hey.
31-9.
Pick a lead. Rick just put that down in the chat. So let them know to the windows, to the wall, what you supposed to do. Let it do what?
Let the sweat run down your balls.
Let them hang, baby. That's Queen Cowboys. Yes, indeed, man. Oh, my goodness. She is on 1-2, man. I didn't even know we were going to do score predictions today. I thought we were just going to talk about the roster. I thought we were going to talk about Jabril Cox. He's going to the Commies. Oh, my bad. He going to the Commanders. So Jabril Cox no longer friendly. He's a foe right now. I can't stand Jabril Cox. He gone to the enemy, man. What is this? Come on, Jabril Cox. Come on. You my dog, though, Jabril. That dude reinforced their linebackers. Boy, they got immediately faster with their linebacking core. Jamin Davis, you throw in Jabril Cox, if given the opportunity to shine and play, he's going to have people up front to give him create more alleyways and lanes to go. So let me know if that's real, though. I'm trusting y'all per the chat. Y'all saying that Jabril Cox done gone to the comms. Yeah, let me know. Let me know if he going to the comedy, the Commanders over there. Yeah. Jabril Cox is from Rev. Jabril Cox, Washington, our defensive scheme as we he's giving Washington our defensive scheme. Even if they had the playbook per play, they can't replicate Micah Parsons. They can't replicate my guy Diggs. I like Emmanuel Forbes, though. Emmanuel Forbes is nice over there, Hell State. But they can't replicate Stephon Gilmore, so they could try to do what they can try. You know what I'm saying? He said Michael Gilkin reported it. Okay, I appreciate y'all, man. Per the chat, we have Jabril Cox going over to the Commanders. And I'm going to say this, though. Just to make it smooth landing with him, I think that Jabril Cox, he will get his shine. He will get his moment. Me and Boss Cowboy Sports, we talked to him. He really wanted to play that same exact role that J-Rock is playing for us right now. So we will see. We will see whether or not if he be a guy that we have to look out for when we see him out there on the field. I hate to see him gone, but from my understanding, he's on their practice squad, right? He ain't on their 53, so he may not even suit up whenever we see them. What week do we see the Washington team? Y'all let me know. Brian Bradford said yes to the practice squad, so he may not even be a factor right now. Ain't that right? From the 817, you're live, hot on the nation. Let's go.
Hey, thank you, Law. But let me give you your flowers first of all.
I appreciate it.
You're doing good in this football game right here. You're elevating everybody else. So I have to give you your flowers. If nobody else gives you your flowers, you be on point with everything that you talk about. I appreciate that. As a diehard fan of the Cowboys, I really do appreciate that. You give your honest, non-biased. You like it, you love it. I appreciate that. I appreciate someone who is transparent.
I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
And another thing I was going to say, the Giants didn't upgrade their offensive line, did they? If I'm not mistaken, right? Aren't they like short tackles and a guard?
And they got some good guys over there. They got Evan Neal, and another guy is at the tip of my tongue. They got a decent offensive line. They all right. They can't use that. They can't use that as an excuse. They got Evan Neals. They got Thomas. Both of those boys are pretty good. Ain't that right, chat? Andre Thomas. They got some boys on that offensive line. Both sides of their trenches are good. I ain't gonna even sweat the funk, man. Both sides of their trenches good. They got Dexter Law. They got Thibodeau. They got Ariz Ojolari. They got some guys, man. So my thing was, remember when Zach Martin was holding out? I was sitting there like, hey, we got to get him ready and be prepared because that defensive front for the Giants, they ain't nothing to sneeze at. So they good on both trenches, in my opinion.
Right, but our defense is young, though.
Our defense
is hungry.
Our team is young.
We got left side and the right side. Now we got people clogging the middle. That's going to make our linebackers better. It's going to make our secondary better. I mean, pick your poison, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, I think our defense will take the edge over. As long as their offensive line, the only place you really got to worry about is Jones trying to run. So if we can tighten up our run stopping ability, our corners and our safeties can, play zone, they can play nickel, and we should be able to cover everybody. But did you know that Beasley and Tyree Jackson have just been signed to their practice squad today?
No, Beasley's still in the league on practice squad?
Yeah, Beasley is on the Giants practice squad, and Tyree Jackson from the Eagles is on their practice squad, the tight end.
Okay, all right. Well, for what it's worth, the quarterback still – he got to get the ball out, right? And
he got to get it out.
He got to get it out. And Jones has been a guy that scrambled on us last year. Both games totaling of over 100 yards, right? If you add both games together, I know one game he ran for like 74, 76 yards on us. So we're gonna have a spy still on him, believe it or not, and force him to throw. We want him. We literally want him to throw the ball. Basically, we don't want him flushed outside of the pocket We want to keep them inside the pocket, and we want them, believe it or not, to try to run the ball. You know, because we shut down the run, we established that. We make Daniel Jones throw, we win. Hands down. I don't care. They had Jerry Rice and Moss out there. We will still win.
I understand, but I'm gonna get a prediction of the score. I'm gonna go and say we got 20. We got 27. They're gonna have about. I give them 9.
Give them 9, 27-9. Okay. Hey man, I'm gonna rock with that, fam. What's your name again?
My name is Dwayne.
Let me save you in here, man. They got the government name on the phone. Let me get that one. I'm ball for it. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me get Dwayne, Cowboy Dwayne.
Already.
All right, man. You hold it down for us, man, and stay strong, bro. Salute.
You too, sir. I appreciate all you do for Cowboy Nation. You have a good day. Be blessed, sir.
Thank you, man. Thank you for the flowers, man. I appreciate flowers. I ain't too manly not to take flowers, you know. Give me the flowers, y'all. You know, it's better to be seen than viewed. So I'm glad that you guys are able to see me and support the nation. And this is just the beginning. I can't tell y'all all what we got down the pipeline because, you know, there's enemies amongst us. But, man, if I start saying some things that we got going on, woo! But it's all due and predicated for the nation. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate each and every last one of you all. I got my guy MJ from the 206, and then we have Bruce. But MJ, you're live on the nation.
What up, Law?
What's good, Chief?
How you doing, bro?
Well, man.
Man, I'm loving it. But the one guy that came on here with the Giants, I gotta give him credit. You gotta believe in his team. You know what I'm saying? So, but you gotta remember, Diggs covered the fastest receiver in the NFL before, one of the fastest, and that was the Seattle receiver, your boy, the big guy from Seattle.
Oh, DK Metcalf. Here's my honest thoughts on Diggs, though. I don't like him with short, quick twitch guys. I don't like him going up against Kadarius Toney, the Brandon Ayuk's of the world. Anybody else, I kind of like him. I like him against bigger wideouts. And only one time I saw him lose badly to a bigger wideout, and it was just by like this. It was the Denver game. The guy that wore 81, I forgot his name. He caught the pass on him, and he snagged and mossed him, right? But he was still there, so I give him that. But people like Mike Evans, Keenan Allen, those boys, Diggs tend to have good games against those guys.
Yeah, games against them.
Yeah.
And then the technique-wise, he going to out-technique that kid.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about that kid. The tight end, that's where they're going to try to go to. With the Giants players, they're going to try to go to 83, their new tight end from the Raiders. And they're going to try to – that's when you put curse on him. And then they're going to try to have back out the backfield. And the key of the other game again. And the Cowboy fans, you got to be happy because this next 2 weeks, our number 15 will be Daniel Jones. Faster, ain't got an arm, better than Daniel Jones. So that's going to prepare that defense for them arcs like he like to run, and that's good. Instead of using Cooper Rush, now you got a real fast quarterback that can emulate him and the Philly. So we're going to be ready for that stuff this year. And that was a good trade by the Cowboys. That's one. And the defense, I said we're going to the one thing I like about this defense, if they get messed up, they're going to be on that fuss. They're going to cuss each other out. They don't want nobody messing this up.
No doubt.
This year they ain't playing. Your boy, number 11, going to cuss you out. He ain't playing with you.
Yep.
You know, stay in your zone. And I was like Queen. I had like 3 scores. I had 31-10, 31-9, 31-13. But it's going to be a beatdown. But now they got Houston over there. But Houston, he think he know our offense, but he going to try to help him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But McCarthy got more schemes ready. They didn't really show y'all what they going to really do.
Yeah.
They going to put that together for the next 2 weeks, and that's good. They only practice all Giants for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to be ready.
knowing him, they already doing the installments. Knowing Coach.
Yeah.
Because they was at practice today, and practice looked smoothly today. And I'm quite sure, man, Coach gonna get these boys right, bro. I'm for real.
Yeah, and and the Cowboys fans, man, you gotta stop. Y'all fair weather fans. That's why that guy on the TV, he always said, I hate the Cowboy fans. Stephen A. That's why I hate the Cowboy fans. Cowboy fans, a lot of them ain't really Cowboy fans. They fair weather fans. They'll jump on here and they talk about their quarterback like he a dog. And then, this is what I was going to tell you, Law. If he wins, that's what they're going to say. If Dak Prescott win the Super Bowl, the Cowboy fans going to say, well, they're going to make an excuse. Like, they still ain't going to be satisfied because he won the Super Bowl.
I don't care how we win. You know what I'm saying?
If
we win it, shoot. I don't care if the defense score all 3 touchdowns for us, man. Look,
long we pick up that coach, that's what all matters. You know what I'm saying? But and everybody got to realize that you always got to draft quarterback. Oh, the number 4 to let everybody know. I'm gonna say it again. In the 4th round, the Cowboys was going to draft the quarterback O'Donnell. Remember I told you, Law, when we did your draw, I said, remember I did the draft and I had him on my list, Law? You said, we had a Purdue quarterback? You said, let me look him up. I said, yeah. And that's the quarterback they wanted, but the Raiders got him in the 3rd round. You see why they jumped the Cowboys? They said, we're going to draft him down because they know the Cowboys was going to draft him. So we still was going to draft the quarterback. They always going to draft the quarterback, like they always going to draft the corner. Next year they're going to draft another corner. They're going to draft another linebacker. You see what I'm saying? They're going to draft another lineman. So they always go. You got to keep retooling your team. It never stops. It's a 24-hour, 360-year during the draft. So Cowboy fans, get out of your feelings. If your player ain't on here, get out your feelings. That's why the Cowboys swap corners.
No doubt, Marv, man. Hey, I appreciate you, bro, man. I thank you. And we're going to talk about this as soon as I get you off, bro. I thank you for calling in, Chief.
Yes, sir. And how about them Cowboys? Go Raw.
Let's go. Appreciate you, bro. Salute. That's my guy, Marv, man. MJ. Hey, he be on it, man, with these guys. For real, for real. And let's go, Cowboy Nation. One way or another, this particular team, in actuality, when we look at the up-to-date practice squad list right here, brought to you by Defy Talk, I'm telling you, man, he's always on a good note with all of his content. Be sure to check him out as far as anything that need to do with Cowboys and beyond. And with that being said, if you look at that list, if you see all that the guys, we only have 3 availabilities left on the practice squad. Because y'all said it's 16, right? Y'all said it's 16 guys that can make it to the practice squad. So now we got 3 left. We got 3 spots left. So we'll see whether or not this particular team can scoop up someone. But for those who can't really see this list, we got Malik Davis, running back, Jalen Morano Cropper, 2 wide receivers, Jalen and Tyron Johnson, 2 tight ends, Sean McEwen, as well as Princeton Fant, shout out to him, Earl Bostic, Brock Hoffman. Those are your 2 interior offensive linemen. We got Tyrus Wheat. I believe that they really wanted Isaiah Land, but we got Tyrus, shout out to him too, and Darrell Johnson, Malik Jefferson, and we got 2 cornerbacks, C.J. Goodwin, Josh Butler, shout out to him, and Redwine is the only safety. So we got 3 spots left. Somebody's pulling for Bohanna. This is from Brian Bradford. You pulling for him, right? So hopefully he can make it. Someone need to else make it on this. But so who the 3? Who the 3 y'all want? Who the 3 y'all want? Let me know in the chat. Bohanna's not coming back. Yeah, Isaiah. We lost Isaiah to the Colts. He immediately jumped plane and hit up the Colts and made it there. He didn't listen to my advice from last night, because $800,000 in Colts land is not equivalent to $630,000 here. $630,000 here. Look at Ben DiNucci. He was here only for a cup of coffee, and he is still making money with the Cowboys. With a hat with Dallas spelled upside down. He's making money hands over fists. He literally can retire and still make money, y'all. So it's important for people to understand the leverage that you have when you put on that silver and blue. Now, for the Colts, Isaiah Land, he can probably start. They can move up to the starter roster. If he don't make active day or what have you and don't make some plays up there at Colts Land, shoot. Troy says Land knew he was not playing in Dallas, though, this year. Yeah, true that. Burner Count says, Ben DiNucci living large. Man, you ain't lying, shoot. There's people who actually played for the Cowboys. Danny White and all of those boys, they ain't making backup money like this dude, DiNucci, shoot. There's people literally that played longer in the Cowboys uniform ain't making the type of money that DiNucci making off of those hat merch. Shoot. DiNucci got the hat game on lock, man. And he got nice advertisement with it. I got my guy flying above the rest. You're live on the Nation from the 469. Talk to me.
Yes, sir. Law Nation, what it do? Cowboy Nation, stand the fuck up. Let's go, y'all.
Let's go.
This ain't all season no more. It's not even training camp. It's the motherfucking regular season. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I hope everybody share my excitement because I'm ready, man. So, let me first get to the 53-man roster. We all know the roster was pretty much put in place already, but a few guys on the back end that I'm happy made the team. One I hate we didn't keep. The one I hate we didn't keep, we all been talking about it, Isaiah Land. I really want us to keep him. I hate we couldn't figure out some way to keep him, but it is what it is. When your team is as loaded as this, you can't keep everybody. So you talking to the game.
You can't keep everybody, man. You ain't lying.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Super happy that Hunter Luque made the roster. I told you right back, Law, that I saw Hunter making the team as our fullback, man. I'm happy he did. I'm happy as hell he did. A big surprise to me, but I get it, and you called this one on me, Law. I'm going to give you props because you called it. You said Jalen Brooks was probably going to beat out Dennis Houston, and my sir, you was right. I got to give you props on that.
Appreciate you.
I'm not mad. Oh, no doubt, man, no doubt. And I'm not mad at it, man, because Jalen Brooks, he came up, he showed up, and he showed out. And my last dark horse that I'm glad made the team, Ye Thomas. Man.
Oh, yeah.
If you know this guy's story, man, what he's been through in his life, man, it's a good feel-good story, you know? And I love to root for those things, and I'm happy he made the team. Not only that, I could predict, in my opinion, I think he may give us a little bit of Deron Bland surprise during the season.
Okay.
If someone in that safety room get hurt, or he showed in training camp that he can get down there in the box a little bit. He can do a little bit of that overshown-ish. He can do a little bit.
A little bit of it,
yeah, a little bit. Small.
Yeah.
But those small little bit of versatilities, I feel, is what helped him be able to make the team, along with what we see him do in the game. I mean, hell, he got in the game against Jacksonville and caught a pick on Trevor Lawrence like
law. Yo.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm super happy about that, man. Now, I'm ready for these damn Giants. I got a chance to watch a few of their preseason games.
Okay.
Like the other caller was saying, man, minus Saquon, which we know what Saquon is. Saquon ain't never. He good for one big run against us. That's it.
Every game he gave us one good one. He gave us one good one last year too.
Yep. But it's always that one. So with that being said, we're going to come out a little rusty on offense. My score prediction for this game is going to be 31-12. They're going to kick 4 field goals. That's all the Giants going to get.
Okay.
That's it.
You said 31, right? 31-12?
Yes, sir. 31-12.
I can't wait for prediction day, man, and what I'm going to give out, you know. But, yeah, it's going to be nice, though. Yeah. You know, it's going to be nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want to speak to Cowboy Nation real quick, real small thing, about this whole Trey Lance joining the Cowboys. people, understand this is nothing but positive things for the team. This is football, people. People get into competitive sports, emphasis on the competitiveness. It's about being competitive. These guys compete. It brings the best out of you. Dak loves it. Dak gonna thrive in it. Dak was a 4th-round pick. He came in competing. He knows nothing but competing. So he's going to be just fine, man. It's going to light a fire under his butt. I'm hoping this gives Dak what Jordan Love gave Aaron Rodgers when the Packers drafted Jordan Love in the 1st round. Aaron Rodgers turned around and went back-to-back MVPs. I'm hoping for something like that from Dak following this move.
Yeah.
Personally. But let's get behind our team, y'all. We're good. Super Bowl bound. I'm calling it Race to 6. Let's get it. It's your boy Flying Above the Rest. Cowboy Nation, stand the fuck up. Salute to Law Nation again. # new media. Let's see it in the chat. Y'all get them likes up, and I'm out.
Yes, indeed. Y'all follow man Flying Above the Rest on his commands there of putting in the chat new media, and do me a huge favor, hit the like, share this content. I do agree with his assessment. Yeah, you know, I say this all the time. Look, we want when somebody say we are bettering your best, or we bettering your best altogether by adding more and polished people to the table, yes. Nothing wrong with that. Shoot, every year I want to get better. And every year I want people to think that, man, if I slip, I bet not fall. Because I fall, shoot, somebody else going to be in that spot. It ain't nothing wrong. See, a lot of people fail to realize. That there's nothing wrong with slipping. Just don't fall, right? And if you wise and smart enough, you will know to know that area is slippery. Put a wet floor sign there. You know what I'm saying? It's slippery right there. And that's what the realities of this sport is all about. Making sure that, hey, you know it's a wet floor sign there. I'm not going to fall. I may slip a little bit, but I'm not going to fall. And that should be the mindset of Dak. Because a lot of people will say, hey, man, you know, last year, the pundits and the critics, they literally compared Cooper Rush to Joe Montana. You know, they did. There's articles out there, believe it or not. What do you think Dak was thinking at the time? Shoot, man, I slipped, man. I got to come back. I can't show them that I'm falling over here with a broken thumb. And look what people said. Nobody gave that man grace and mercy about those things. This dude with a broken thumb still threw more touchdowns than Danny Jones. Or Daniel Jones over there for the Giants. And the Giants community have the nerves to say, yeah, man, that quarterback is better, right? Even the Eagles community have the nerves to say, yeah, man, their quarterback is better based off of 1 year what Jalen Hurts did. Jalen Hurts didn't trump what even Carson Wentz did in 2017. If I pull the stats side by side, people say, give me the Carson Wentz stats versus or juxtapose to Jalen Hurts. And all we know is Jalen Hurts supposed to be in the comp of Dak Prescott, and Carson Wentz supposed to be better than Dak, and Carson Wentz can't find a job right about now, right? Let me know if I'm wrong. And we ain't finna go down a conversational piece about Sam Howell, you know what I'm saying? Or Sam Howell, you know what I'm saying? We ain't finna talk about that. No. But I got the next caller. Finna jump in with a good plan. My guy Mike from the 757. You're live on the Nation 2 days in a row. Mike, you're live.
What's going on, Law?
Nothing much, man. It's airy where you at, man. Where you at?
I'm in the whip, headed back home from work, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
In the whip, man, you know. Talk to me, man, while you sliding in the Mercedes, man. Talk to me, man.
Hey, look, it's a little bootleg Mercedes, but hey, look,
hey, humble beginnings, man. Shoot.
Right. From point A to point B.
It's better than walking right now. What state you in, Mike? Right. What state you in?
Virginia.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you get to 109 out there, but it's better than walking. Shoot. So talk to me, man. Make it quick too, man, because people say that the air and everything is getting on to them, man. But talk to me, man. What's on your mind? Well, you must went in one of those. You must went through one of those tunnels, man. Talk to us, man.
I don't know why I be picking up. So I got a chance to look at I don't know if it was a preseason game or a regular season game with Trey Lance. He was on the Niners versus the Cardinals. And now, it may not have been his best game, but boy, he had maybe 2 or 3 highlight plays that he created by himself. The first snap of the game, that O-line did not do a good job for him. He took off for about 20 yards up the gut. I was like, very smart. He didn't even sit there and wait for it like most rookies or young quarterbacks. My man just took it and went. There was also a deep pass, I want to say, to Deebo Samuels on the sideline. That was just so beautiful. So I think Trey Lance is here. He might be a contingency plan for Dak. Just like that one caller said, I think Trey Lance being here is going to make Dak a better quarterback because he's going to see him coming. Trey Lance is here to kick Cooper Rush the hell out of Dallas. I'm glad what Cooper Rush did for us last year. Gave us a 4-1 season. But I think our points per game dropped to 19. I want to say 19 or something like that.
Right.
And with that coming back in, it went right back up to 30. I feel like if in about 2-3 years, if we have that situation with Dak and he goes out for maybe 2 or 3 games, we won't really have any drop off because you won't have to rely on the defense so much because you're going to have a guy that can match arm strengths with Dak Prescott. And Dak has a strong arm, but Trey Lance, he has a strong arm as well. And I think they're just trying to mesh that before, because I don't know how long Dak is going to be playing. Dak is 30 years old. I don't know if Dak, with all the money that he made through the Cowboys, is going to want to stick it out like Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? We might be looking towards the end of that. He might be in the next 5 years actually like, man, I'm rich as hell, man. I made $75 million my first goddamn year on my new contract. I'm in Virginia. I had to stream the damn game on Saturday, right? The preseason game against the Raiders. And so when you stream, you pick up the Dallas network.
Right.
He's on every commercial. He's on every commercial, dog. This fool is paid. When you start getting that money and you start taking more and more hits, you probably about 5 or 6 years, Dad's gonna look at this and be like, well, man, if you don't, he's gonna be like, I gave it everything I got. And don't get it twisted. Dak is giving it everything he got, man. That's our quarterback, man. Dak is our quarterback. We probably won't see Trey Lance play for us until Dak is out. And then by the time that happens, Trey Lance will probably be very seasoned and extremely good, bro. And extremely good because he already got that ceiling. That you don't go 3rd overall in the draft. Yes, we had some busts, but most of the time we got busts like Jamarcus Russell, where they'll send you home with an empty-ass tape. And then you come back the next day at practice and they say, well, what did you see on the tape? And you just start BSing plays. And they like, man, that was a blank-ass tape. We already know you ain't watching, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel you,
Trey
man.
Lance seems like,
I feel you, man. Dak is different, and he's very cerebral. He got 2 degrees here, and he's even if you talk to his brother, they're different. They move different. So both of them, they grew up watching the Cowboys, loving the Cowboys, and their heart is right here in Dallas. But Dak also is wise enough to allow his agent to do the work for him, right? And he seek and lean on his counsel, so he's not going to get cheated out of that part of the process. So whatever money that's rightfully designed for him to get, he's going to get, and he's an investor. So he was talking on Forbes. He was talking on Forbes earlier this year. And you just can listen to the investment ideology of Dak Prescott too. So those things go a long way as well, as far as being a Cowboys or quarterback and making the right and proper investments and beyond. But I appreciate you, Mike, man. I thank you so much for calling in, fam.
Yes, sir, man. Have a good one, bro.
Yes, indeed. All right. Yes, indeed. I got Eric Dak was a Saints fan. Eric W says, "Okay." Oh, when did he told you that? Or when did you talk to him? Let me know. Appreciate you though. All right, I got Bruce from the 281. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me, man.
It's been long, man.
What's good?
Love you, bro.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir, man. It feels to me like when you're a kid and you're waiting for Christmas Eve to come. You know what I mean? Oh man, 10 more days. Oh man.
Yeah.
You help us along though, man. Just talking Cowboys until that day comes when we see those Giants.
Yeah.
And that guy called in, the first caller, man. Just whatever you do, don't go online and bet on your own team, man. 'Cause you're going through emotions. That's how they make their money, man. They hook you up, and oh man, this time, especially when you win a few games, but your team isn't ranked as high as you think it is. Right here, man, I'm looking at this ProFootballNetwork.com NFL defensive rankings for 2023. Number 1, Dallas Cowboys. And you think Daniel Jones is going to come out here and ball out and score 28 points? No way. No way. We got no weaknesses on defense.
Right.
And on offense, you got the Texas Coast, the West Coast offense. So Dak's not going to have to, be waiting in the pocket for someone to come open. It's going to be timing routes. It's going to be pre-snap reads.
Right.
And he's good at that. It's gonna flow, man. It's gonna flow for us.
Yes, indeed. So when you talking about West Coast, is 1, 2, 3, ball out. The ball is in the hand of the receiver. If that's not there, then it's check down. See, I do like this timing offense for, dare I say, the particular team far as the Cowboys, because we haven't seen some of these principles since the 90s. So I truly believe, Bruce, that this particular team, when you look at everything from A to Z, boy, we're going to be light years, not necessarily light years, but just so farther ahead than what we were the previous years and what we were running. Yeah.
Yeah, and even the offensive line, that's what everyone's been focusing on. Like, even with Zach Martin, is it all that? Do we need another player?
Right.
Well, you don't need to hold the pocket that long. You know what I mean? Right. And they look pretty. Even the backups look pretty good in the final game of the preseason. And look at our running back room, man. It's stacked, boy. It's stacked. We stacked everywhere. Even the kicker stacked. We're gonna roll, baby. We're gonna roll. And my only thing is, I wish when the schedule came out that the Cowboys were coming down here to Houston, because I was looking forward to going to Reliance Stadium with all my Cowboy shit on and my big white foam hat.
Yeah. But Bruce, man, hey, right. it's one way or another, man. We will figure out still a way to watch and support our boys. I appreciate you, Bruce. Thank you for calling in.
How about them Cowboys?
How about him, man? That's my guy, Bruce, from the 281. Most people say Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year. Actually, it's this time, you know what I'm saying? It's September, man. When you get into September and knowing that you're about to watch the real deal football on the field with the Cowboys and whoever we play. We could be playing an arena football team. We would still be sitting there like, hey, I can't wait to see this particular team play on this particular day. And that's what we stay up all day for. Ain't that right, Coach Q from the 469? You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Hey, Law. It's Coach Q. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Talk to me, man.
Man, it hurts so bad that we lost Ryan.
Hey, man.
I knew just watching him at the practice field with you, watching the games, that he was going to make, man. And what I don't understand is the Cowboys seem to never realize that every action has an opposite reaction.
Yep.
Last year, we had Ridgeway. All of us like Ridgeway. Law, you like Ridgeway.
Right.
Saw him in preseason, and we tried to get him to the Redskins picked him up. Well, think about this. If we trusted our draft and kept Ridgeway, who do we get in front of this year, Law? We picked Bergeron over Mozzie.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had your one technique in Ridgeway. And so now you would have your left guard. Well, what happened, Law? You had to go and spend the first round on the big man because you let Ridgeway go. Well, next year, Fowler, this is Fowler last year, and I just looked. Next year is Lawrence last year, in which you probably not going to pick up, and Armstrong wants a new contract. So right now, you have 5 DNs. Well, next year, you might only have 2, Law. We will have 2 DNs under long-term contract. And that's Williams, and that's Parsons. Lawrence is old, and like I said, you're not going to pay him $20 million next year.
Man, the only thing is, Coach, we've been trying to get rid of Lawrence since tacos. You know what I'm saying? We can't get rid of Law, man. Law's a survivor. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going nowhere, bro. But I get it. You know, hindsight is 20/20, and I'm looking at this day. I like Ridgeway, but the upside on Mozzie is far superior than what Ridgeway is doing so far. I'm just saying, you know.
I totally agree with you 100% on that. I was just saying that if you would have kept Ridgeway, you probably wouldn't have picked Mozzie. You probably picked Ridgeway and been further along.
Yeah.
But my other thing is, I think because we're Cowboys fans and not 49ers fans, we forget that Lance won the quarterback competition last year.
He did.
He beat out Brock Purdy. Garoppolo last year. They named him the quarterback at the beginning of the season. We all forget that.
Yeah, they do.
And then this year, if you go look at the numbers, because that's one thing I like about you, Law, you look at facts and you look at the film.
Yeah.
The facts are he played just as well as Brock Purdy and Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
They didn't beat him out. The coach did not want him. That's the difference, guys.
Yeah.
He didn't get beat out. They put him number 4. He didn't deserve to be number 4. And last year, like I said, he straight up beat Purdy out and Garoppolo out to start last year. So these are some facts people got to look at when they're talking about, oh, the Cowboys just got back up. Well, yeah, he got back up right now because Dak is so good. But this guy was good enough to beat Garoppolo. Last time I checked, Garoppolo beat Dak in the playoff game. Oh, he was good enough to beat Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy beat Dak in the playoff game. So I'm just saying, I just want guys to understand his talent level. That even though he hasn't played a lot of football, he did win last year. Just this year, the coach decided to pick. And the head coach has the right. Like I am a head coach, you have the right to pick the guy you want. It doesn't mean that the other guys are better than him, and that's what happened.
Man, no doubt, man. You spitting the truth at me, man. So. My thing is with Trey Lance, I said as I used this analogy before, he's like a life insurance policy, you know.
Yes, sir.
And right now you ain't gonna cash out now on it, right? You want to let it, age just a little bit. And I think that right now he's gonna pick up the system. Mike McCarthy appears to be trusting the process himself. And looking at his flow and delivery of the ball, they doing that. They're working on his mechanics. The good thing is I got a chance to talk with the guy that trained Dak Prescott and trained with Trey Lance. So he is working on both of those guys' feet. It's about feet, and strike through and delivery. And those are great things that we can all look back at and say, all right, cool. Let the Cowboys do their thing, but eventually Trey Lance is going to excel, and Dak is going to continue to excel. And this is a great problem to have, in my opinion.
And I just want the Cowboys Nation to understand this.
No doubt, Coach.
2016, when Dak had 21 more bleeding down his neck, he had his best year of his career.
Yep.
The Hall of Famer, Joe Montana, when he had Young bleeding down his neck, he had his best year before they let him go. Tom Brady, he had Garoppolo bleeding down his neck. He has his best year ever. Oh, Brett Favre, when he had the baddest man in the land bleeding down his neck, he had his best year of his career. Great quarterbacks.
Right.
Oh, race competition, guys. Dak is going to have his best year this year because he has shown it he did in 2016. And every other great quarterback besides Dak before him, when they had someone come trying to get their job, they had the best year of their career because great quarterbacks love to compete. That's all I got, Law.
Man, appreciate you, Coach. Keep doing your thing, man. See you next time when we out there. Salute. That's Coach Q, y'all. Great guy, wealth of knowledge as far as what he brings to the table in his community space, and we need that, and we definitely will be excited about all of this good stuff, regardless of it, Cowboy Nation. At the end of the day, it's all about wins and losses, and as long as we can win, we are winning collectively. Also, it's about trusting too, because I think that we are in that shadowy place, of sometimes we trust Will McClay and then sometimes we don't trust Will McClay. And I'm telling y'all, just as good as we all know, Will McClay, he's been the man. And anything that we can look at and start, hey, what about this, what about that? We can also look at it like, hey, you got to command the man when he's right. Deron Bland, shoot, nobody saw him coming, right? And this right here, we know for sure Jerry Jones is not burning through no tape. Stephen Jones maybe, but he's not really burning through tape. We know Will McClay is burning through tape. Chris Hall, all of those boys, they are burning through tape. And they got this trust factor, just like these boys right here. Let me see if I can put it up here. That's trust right here, man. You got to have some trust to be able to do this, man. That's trust, man. I need some people to have this type of trust with the organization and what Will McClay is doing out here, man. Yes, indeed. If you have this type of trust, let me know in the chat. That's a lot of trust, man. That's some big trust all the way, ain't it? How many of y'all got this type of trust? I see somebody right now. Nah, man. Look at that. Ah. Look at that. How many of y'all got that type of trust, man? Come on. And what kind of job that is so I know not to sign up for it, too, by the way. Hey, one slip, man, it's over with. It's one slip with this dude right here. This dude right here, it's going to be. I don't think he's going to make that noise. Yes, indeed, man. So that's some big trust right there, man. I got my guy, man, from the 201, not 200 grand, but it's 100 grand with the plan because he got it all down, packed with us, man. Talk to us, man.
Listen, man. Listen here. I understand you saying trust with the organization, but the organization bought us Taco.
Yeah.
May I continue to go along with that list, right? Now, can Trey Lance, if we get Dak out of here and Trey Lance doesn't perform, is Brandon and all these other guys going to sit here and say we made a bad decision? Or are they going to make excuses for why TreyAnce fails?
Oh, yeah.
It is a chance.
I see your angle now. I see your angle. Yeah.
And he goes 6 and whatever. And we ain't used to that in Cowboys land, Law. Are they gonna make excuses talking about how Trey Lance just needs this and needs that? Or do you want 12-3 Dak? Or would you want 6 and whatever Trey Lance? Or what if Trey Lance gets in here and we don't make the playoffs?
Okay.
Ain't nobody talking about that. You get what I'm saying? Nobody's talking about, man, when you got Dak, NFC East, and Dak Prescott is 24-4. What if Trey Lance ain't 24-4?
Man.
What if this thing go left and we losing with Trey Lance? Well, Jerry Jones, man, we get into the playoffs. What if we ain't getting to the playoffs? What if we turn into the Commanders?
Well, you know what? Before you get to Trey Lance, you got to go through Cooper Rush, right? So you understand an angle right there. Yeah. So I look at it like this. This team is built for. I don't want to put no injuries on anyone, right? Everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. The Niners were built for Jimmy Garoppolo to fail, right? So when he got hurt, he got out of there, it's supposed to have been Lance. Lance got hurt, right? It was the inverse. Lance won the job. He got hurt. Garoppolo steps in. He got hurt. Brock Purdy steps in, and he continued to win, right? Because they were built for it because of the defense and for the opportunity of the philosophy shift and scheme. Now, they didn't win ultimately the Super Bowl, thank God, but Brock Purdy got hurt. So at some point, they ran out of fortunes, right? They ran out of all of that good luck. So the Cowboys probably looking at the same situation, right? They looking at it like, how can we have what we call preventive maintenance? You know, how can we put in something that can be in the way in the event if something happened? And that's what they're doing. The fans can always complain, but it's what it is, preventive maintenance.
But here's what I'm saying, Law.
Talk to me, man.
I'm saying. You're mad at a guy, and you're saying a guy is on the hot seat because a guy ain't win the Super Bowl.
Oh, you don't?
You got teams out there that'll be happy to go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
How many times we wish we was the Saints going to the playoffs every year with Drew Brees. At least they went to the playoffs. Did they win it? No. But they got to the playoffs. They was knocking on the door.
Yeah.
What happened to those years when we didn't have a quarterback to where we wasn't even going to the playoffs? It's like you get spoiled, man.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would rather go to the playoffs and have knocks at that door rather than we get a quarterback in here and we sitting at 8-8. 8-8. We ain't going to playoffs. That's including the coach, Mike McCarthy. People want Mike McCarthy out of here. Get Jason Garrett back in here where we going 8-8, barely making the playoffs. You see what I'm saying?
I see. I feel you. I understand because what you're describing is a twofold. That like we ultimately know that this is a team sport, right? We ultimately know.
It's not a quarterback. It's a team. You need everybody to rock with the team, and you're just saying Dak this, Dak that, Dak this, Dak that. It's not just Dak. It's not. Jalen Hurts played his heart out. Jalen Hurts had godly numbers, and what happened? They lost.
They did lose. They lost. Not Hurts. He didn't lose the game. They lost. And I don't think that there's an Eagle fan in the chat. If you're an Eagle fan, let me know in the chat to say, hey, take the Super Bowl away in 2017 because it wasn't Carson. You know, it was Nicholas Foles, right?
Thank you.
No, they still celebrated. They still celebrating. It was 7 years ago.
But say that again, Lo. Say that again, Lo.
I don't think that there's an Eagle fan to say, hey, take the Super Bowl away because it wasn't Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying?
And who would? Thank you, Law. So what that means? That was a team. Because Carson Wentz got them there, but he didn't finish.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz was the golden boy, but he didn't finish. It was the team. Dak Prescott got hurt. It wasn't Cooper Rush who came in and had it was the team.
Yeah.
And that's what these people don't understand.
I know. I get you, bro. I'm following you, man. We reading from the same menu. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not talking about you.
No.
I'm talking about these people, Lord. They stupid.
I'm reading what you are reading too, and that has been one of the things that most people kind of categorize me with, of saying that, hey, regardless, Dak do no wrong. And Law, you are wrong because you just a Dak Prescott apologist. You would prefer. I had somebody write a long soliloquy about you would prefer us to lose instead of Cooper Rush winning. You know what I'm saying? If Cooper Rush would have taken to the Super Bowl, you wouldn't be so happy about it. Like, dude, I'm old enough. I've been watching football before Cooper Rush was born. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about Cooper Rush nor Dak. You know what I'm saying? They don't mean a hill of beans collectively of what we see or foresee for this team because ultimately we want this team to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't care who the quarterback is. It's ultimately it's the team.
Yeah.
It's the team and it's the scheme.
Yeah.
When Dak Prescott got hurt and we had Matt Castle and we had Mark Sanchez, did y'all sit here and say, "Hey man, these guys is going to rock and roll"? And when they didn't, why didn't it work? Because the connection was gone.
Yeah. I mean, you spitting the truth.
They couldn't do
man.
the same things in the system. The system didn't work because it wasn't good for them. You see what I'm saying? You can't just put any quarterback into that system and it's going to plug in and work. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't.
You definitely can't.
The boy didn't work over there in San Francisco, man, whether he got hurt or whatever. What people say about Dak Prescott, Law? Dak Prescott getting injured, man. Dak Prescott getting hurt, man. We might have to let him go. Why they not saying that about Trey Lance if he got hurt 2 or 3 times already before he even put a uniform on over here? Tell me where it makes sense that if y'all going to talk, y'all talk. Make it make sense. Don't just make your argument to fit your narrative like the 4 networks, like they do on the networks, man.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like, man. Stop fitting the narrative to fit what you trying to say. If you gonna spit facts, spit facts. Don't spit halfway facts. That's what I'm saying, man. If he was hurt over there, how you know he not gonna come over here and get hurt? He hurt guy.
Oh yeah, from that analogy there, yeah, or from that observation. I got no rebuttal, man. 100 grand, man. You brought all of the 100s over here, man. I appreciate you, bro.
No doubt, bro.
No doubt, man. That's my guy, man. Hey, before you go, man, let me hear you say it. Oh, he gone. But this is the type of trust, man. Y'all see it? Y'all see the trust? Somebody said, man, I only trust the Lord, man. I don't know how much money you think that guy's getting paid in the orange shirt, though, by the way. I just want to know. It got to be 6 figures or more. It got to be, shoot, I don't think 6 figures worth that much, man. Come on, man. It's just one slip. He going to be gone. He going to see Allah. Shoot. One slip. He going to be gone, y'all. All right, so enough of that. But that's big trust right there, man. 30 yens. A minute, 30 yens a minute, dog. All right, man, let me get this caller in, man. I got, who's been waiting here? My bad, yo. I got Nation, man, from the 682. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me, man.
Oh, what up, Law?
What's good, bro?
How you doing, man?
All is well.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
All right. So 100 grand, I'm kind of disappointed in you, man. I am. I'm be honest. I'm a little disappointed in you, but
you disappointed in him? Or break down loud. You break it down.
Because it's kind of like he's kind of like he's like me. He's overly cautious. He's thinking that if he just since Trey has a history of injury, just putting him in a Cowboys uniform, that same injury history is going to follow him. That kind of just doesn't fit the narrative. For example, right? Just because he didn't perform in 49ers land doesn't mean he's not going to perform in Cowboys land. You feel me? Okay, for example, what did he do with Cooper Rush when Dak went out last year?
Oh, we inserted Cooper into the mix, man.
Okay, right. So what do you think we're not going to do the same thing with a younger, stronger Trey Lance versus a Cooper Rush, that been in the system for 10 years,
Oh, I see where you're going. I think that I think that his point was that the people were saying that Dak Prescott is injury prone, and that's what they say. He's injured, he's gonna get injured, and he said it's not the same energy far as Trey Lance. He's injury guy. He's gonna get injured, and to both points and both degrees, we can all argue that both quarterbacks been injured. But I just look at it like this: believe it or not, all of Dak Prescott injuries been freak accidents, right? And all of Trey Lance injuries been freak. It's just been freak incidents of injuries, hitting your hand on the helmet, breaking that, and going through that your rookie year, trying to change the mechanics of your throws. That weighs down on your psyche and your mind, especially when you don't have a lot of NFL experience, and it slows down that growth. And then you had somebody, whereas I think at the end of the day, in the last 4 years, the 49ers made it to the Super Bowl. They made it to the Super Bowl. My brother, who don't like the Cowboys, he hate them, right? But he don't like the 49ers. He loved them. He banged on the table and said, if the 49ers had the kind of caliber of quarterback Dak Prescott was or is, they would have won that game against the Kansas City Chiefs. And me being the fan that I am, I was saying, yeah, hell yeah, So what did the Niners do? They went and got a kind of a caliber quarterback similar to Dak Prescott. They moved up earth and heaven and everything else to get to that particular pick, right? They got that guy, and he ended up getting hurt, So I get the argument. I can see the upside, but nobody on all 32 teams saw Brock Purdy coming. Nobody saw him coming, right? Nobody saw or knew that Brock Purdy was going to stand tall and have the poise, the cerebral approach to the game and stay upright until he faced the Eagles and got his elbow all smashed up. But outside of that, nobody saw it. But what the Niners looking at it is they don't want to hang on to that controversy because they already lived through that with Colin Kaepernick, from what I was told. They didn't want to rehash or re-go through all of that again, which quarterback you go with, which quarterback you keep. And they said they're going to put all of their chips on the table for Brock Purdy because at least he made it to a playoff. He won a playoff game. And they're going to roll with $4.5 million Sam Darnold, who will not be a direct threat to Brock Purdy because he already know his role. Whereas Trey Lance thinking like, shoot, that first spot belongs to me. That's my spot, So that's a long roundabout way, Nation, of how all of this is going. But go ahead, bro. My bad. I know I took all your time talking about it. It's my show, but it's your show, though. It's your show, Nation. Talk to me, man.
No, you good, man. You kind of just broke it down and had you better understanding. That's all. But one of the main things I want to call you is because I wanted 3v3. Okay, now I'm tired of this Dak slander. You know the three people I'm about to call out. You feel me? And I want, when we have a 3v3 law, right? I want VIP and $100,000. I want to personally start a YouTube channel just to have this debate on your show with these three people. You know these three people I'm about to name, right? It's Brandon, JR, and Darius. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it, bro. Every day, every single time we call in, it's the same three people talking about that. So you know what? I want to have a sit here and have a sit-down debate on your show with these same three people over Dak Prescott. And I promise you, I guarantee you, personally, I will make all three of them a fan of Dak Prescott after that debate.
Okay, we embrace the debate, Nation. You can do it via phone or camera. I'll set it up. I will have JR, Darius, and those are my guys, Brandon, and I'll have them on a little panel. You know what I'm saying? 3 versus 3. You know what I'm saying? I just be the mediator. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what date we'll figure out the date, time, and all of that order. And I'll open it up. Shoot me a DM or something, man.
I got you. That's just,
Riverside John. He said you left out. Burner Cow said you left out Riverside John.
Oh, my bad. Riverside John too. If let me know if VIP and $100,000 they with it. Let me know. I'm down. But I will only do it if those two are there. Because I ain't about to go. No.
I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare have you in there with Riverside and JR by yourself, man.
I gotta. While you there, but you gonna be the referee. Man, I need to keep the peace because I gotta have some shooters with me. I know VIP. I know VIP down the ride. Can he ride? I'm a ride. You feel me?
No doubt, bro.
I need 100 grand. Come with the shit, man.
All right, right.
Last thing, I apologize for cussing.
No, you good, bro.
I'm kind of upset we let Isaiah Land go because I knew somebody was gonna pick him up. I automatically knew. But did they put Stephen Jones on IR? No.
No, I think he's still injury reserve, and they're gonna do something. They're gonna figure out a way to scoop him back into the folds, bro. They're gonna hold his rights for at least a year, I believe, how that works. But I appreciate you, man, and we're gonna get things going, bro. Thank you for calling in.
No problem, man.
No doubt. That's my guy, Nation, and yeah, somebody said Swayze. So, man, yeah. So Swayze, yeah. Oh my gosh, man. This is from Hayes. So Darius, Brandon, y'all be writing these people names down. Darius, Brandon, JR, Riverside, John, and Swayze versus my guy VIP, Nation, and 100 grand. So for Swayze, I'm gonna have to throw in Lady Jessica there. You know, I think Lady Jessica gonna hold her own by herself, though. You know, I don't think that could be even a conversation. You know, maybe I put JT on, man, on the crew, and he's live right now from the 260. Are you willing to be in the battle royale?
Can you hear me, Lon?
Yes, indeed, I can hear you, bro. Are you willing to be in the battle royale with VIP and Nation, and as well as 100 grand?
That'd be cool though, Lon.
That would be a dope show though. JT. It would be with Swayze and all of those boys in there. Yeah, it would be a dope show though.
Right. But yeah, my main thought in terms of like the guy we just picked up, like I think that move to get Noah gives us good depth at corner. Because I actually think he's a decent player. I think he seems like to be more of like a nickel guy, but that's fine. Like that's what we need because we got Diggs and we got Gilmore. But that slot corner, I think, what was a move that we needed to make. And so I think he could be a good slot corner. He's got the size, he's got the quickness. Like I think the technique needs a little bit of work, but I think that he can be taught a little bit. Like I like the move. What do you think, Bob?
I do. Technique is there. Being able to cover two-way goals. Yeah, I would love to see that.
Right. So this is the funny thing. Like somebody was just talking. I forget his name, but he was talking about the whole Dak and Trey Lance saying all that stuff about what happens if he starts. Like I actually never brought that up, and that's actually a very good point he made in the sense of we got to realize that like when people throw out the all these terms about hey we need to trade Dak, we need to move on from Dak. Like they never think of like that other side of the coin of like okay, so if you're taking Dak out, who are you putting in? Like who are you replacing with?
Yeah,
like,
with who? Yeah.
That's the issue because people, and when I'm about to say like I'm not trying to be insulting, but I'm gonna put it in more of like a video game stand.
Right.
So like I think people think of it like playing a Madden game where you can literally just go and draft guys and like trade. Like it's not like that. Like you can't just say hey get rid of Dak and like treat him like Madden. Like okay you can draft the first one. But like no, that's not how it works. Like first of all, if you're gonna trade him, you gotta find a team that's gonna take him on that doesn't have a quarterback themselves, and if what you're gonna get back has to be worth it. Like you can't. Like, if you're trading Dak for a draft pick, like, there's no guarantee with that. Like, you have a solidified franchise quarterback already in Dak Prescott. So, like, if you're trading him away, like, you would hope to get a franchise quarterback back, but, like, that's not a guarantee. Like, you know what I'm saying, Lon?
Yeah, I'm following you on that one. Oh, yeah.
Like, that's the thing that I think people... And again, it's not really. I'm not gonna like attack our fans. Like even though some of our fans do say to trade Dak, but just in general, the people that say that gotta realize it's hard. It is so hard to get a quarterback that's even like average. Like there are teams, and I'll bring up a specific team in general, like a team like the Raiders, for example. Like it's been like ever since Rich Gannon retired. I mean, they had Derek Carr for a minute, but for the most part, it's been like. what can we do? Like Cleveland, the same thing with them. Like they're hoping that Deshaun will work out, but other than that, it's been like Baker Mayfield, who was okay, but like he's not franchise. Like certain teams have gone like 20, 30 years. Even Stafford with the Lions, like, but before Stafford, like they had absolutely nobody. Like there are certain teams that if you bring up the idea of trading Dak, like they would literally, I'm being like they would literally possibly give up a first round pick for him, just because like those are teams that like have not had a quarterback anywhere close to the caliber of Dak in a while. Like that's where I think people have to really keep perspective just how good the guy is.
Man, you ain't lying, bro. So I mean, when you look at the total picture of it, man, he's a top 10 quarterback. One can argue he's a top 5 quarterback, and another can argue that Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in the NFC, right? So I think that this year, and I know people are anxious, but I think this year will be the ultimate decision on where to rank Dak Prescott, because you have the offense that's catered to him now. He's going to be in control more of the plays. So now it's no pointing of the finger and saying, oh, man, 2nd and 2, they go empty, and he throws it on a hook route or a stop route in the middle of the field where the defenders are sitting on routes. There shouldn't be that anymore, especially if he's calling the plays. Yeah. So, I'm agreeing with you 1,000,000%. And let's go. I appreciate you, bro.
Hey, good call,
Good call from you, man. Salute, man. That's my guy, JT, man. All right, so we're going to establish the
conference has been locked.
We're going to lock it up, man. We're going to get everybody out, man, but we're going to do the 60 seconds because I got lost of time. And I'm supposed to have been gone at 2 o'clock. So I'm going to make sure the people that have been waiting here for the phones, what have you, I get y'all, man. So from the 205, you're live on the Nation. You're live. Talk to me from the 205. You're live.
It's Cam. Oh, Cam.
Cam, man, what's good with you, man? I don't know why I don't have that number saved in here, bro.
Nah, this is my wife.
Oh, okay. Well, Lady Cam. Oh, Cam.
Hey, can I ask the chat to do something? Yeah, I prayed for my wife. 2 days ago, she died. When she was at the hospital, she had died, but they was able to bring her back to life. And she said, tell them to pray for me. But she said, tell Allah I wasn't going to die before I see before she said, I was going to leave the world until before the Cowboys win their Super Bowl. She said, she's going to be here for that. So, y'all, pray for her. She's strong, man. She got that dog in the good, so that's what it is with that,
bro. Hey man, I'm praying for you, bro. Man. Yeah, man. Sure. We were just talking about the new addition to your family, and you just came from a car wreck, man. You've been going through some stuff, bro. You've been going through some things, man. Yeah. I appreciate you, man.
But man, I'm a dog, man. So I keep pushing. I got little ones in here, so I just keep pushing. You know what I mean? But she alive and well, and that's all that matters.
Man, praise be.
And my son actually, he was actually with me when she died, but I didn't let him know what was going on. So I just took him out the room and just let them, so he wouldn't have to go through the same trauma I went through when I seen my dad get killed. But enough of that. To everybody in the chat, all these fans, I was gonna say put me on that panel. But I just be there to watch. But man, why? Let me ask you a question. Y'all know they hate the Cowboys. Y'all know some of our team, some of our fans ain't even real fans. They just casuals because we win. Why argue with them? I don't argue with nobody when it comes to my Cowboys, because you gonna say what you want to say. It's been said for years. What we keep arguing for? What we keep running our blood pressure for? Because people want to talk. Let them talk. At the end of the day, the proof is in the pudding. You feel me? The proof is in the pudding. And you got to understand, the Cowboys, we a flower. And guess who all come to that flower? Because the flower don't go to the bees come to the flower. Mama used to say that. So we a flower. The bees don't come over anyway. They got to talk about us. So when they talk, the only thing y'all got to do is be like, okay, Yeah, all right. I see where you're going with it. Boom. And I'm a diehard fan. Go to hell and back for my team. But I just had to realize when you argue with the same people about the same stuff, it's like being a dead horse. Another thing I want to say is, and y'all just stop putting all the blame on Dak. Like I said last year, and like I've been saying, this is a team game. We are, and y'all looking for an elite quarterback. I'm looking for an elite team. A quarterback can't do it by himself. Nobody can do it by himself. This is a team game. So I'm looking for an elite team, not an elite quarterback. And what we got an elite team. If you're going to be a Cowboys fan, be that. If you're going to hate on your team, I mean, by all means, it's a free country, quote unquote, so you can do that too. But at the end of the day, to my real fans, the VIP and everybody else, Nation and 100 grand, Coach Marvin, y'all start arguing with these people. Kick back. Let's kick back. And I promise you, when we win the Super Bowl, it's going to be those same people coming back saying, y'all always believe that. So just chill out. Y'all ain't even got to argue with them. Just let them talk. Because misery loves company. Another thing I want to say before I go, Law, shout out to everybody. The last time we did that face thing, people, that was not no weed I was smoking last time we were on the FaceTime call. That was a filter tip Black and Mild. If I had weed, if that was weed, it would have been more smoke in the house. So he that Nate Dogg for me when I go. But that's all that is. I don't smoke weed on camera because I try not to push that to the kids.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't smoke weed in my house. Yeah.
But
so man, how about them Cowboys, man? Like I said, VIP 100 grand, Lady Jessica Queen, all y'all. Man, y'all stop arguing with them folks and do like I do. I let them hang and I watch TV and I just know what type of fan I am. That's the real one. So man, how about them Cowboys, man?
No doubt.
Love you, Law, and Law, keep doing what you're doing, man. We love you over here, man.
Appreciate you, Cam, man. Prayers out to you, man. I was about to say condolences, but no, she's still fighting. And whatever it may be, you know, that's what we're looking for, someone to continue to fight, you know. And appreciate her, you know. You just never know, man, what can motivate and push you to get you going, you know. And that's big trust, too. Big trust, too. Shout out to Cam. Got Eric Stewart says, answer these questions, genius Cowboy fans. Now, is Prescott better than Jalen Hurts? And this is from a guy, Eric Stewart. In what degree? Because what would make Jalen Hurts better, you know, because he made it further, yeah. I will say this, though, and I'm on record saying this. Jalen Hurts had a better 2022 season than Dak Prescott. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it, right? He had a better season than him last year. So my argument is this right here for all of the Jalen Hurts people out here. All we're saying is do it again. Do it again. And if he can repeat last year again this year, Jalen Hurts, even if it's the exact same numbers and Dak Prescott performed like he did last year, then I would say, man, Jalen Hurts head and shoulders better than Dak. But he got to do it again. It's only a sample size. It's literally the Sam Club sample size. Press Ham Talk says, yes, he is VOY, you know. So, yeah, it is what it is. And don't y'all block my guy Eric Stewart, man. He's been on multiple platforms supporting the nation, even this via the green side. You know what I'm saying? But let's go, man. Let's do 60-second phone calls, man. I appreciate y'all. Get your thoughts together. I got Syracuse Joe in the house, man, from the 315. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me, man.
What's going on, Law? Regulator!
Yeah, mound up.
Listen, all I'm talking about is next Sunday night.
Yeah.
I don't see any team coming out the blocks throwing up 40 points unless you got an absolute JV squad on the other side. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. Everybody is going to be rusty. All the starters haven't played together. You kind of gel, put things together. However, 24 to 28 points for Dallas, and I don't see but 2 or 3 teams on our schedule that might put up more than 21 points on us.
That's about it. The game that we're going to play Sunday is about contain. You deal with Saquon and you deal with Saquon and you get to dismantle Daniel Jones. That's it. All these other cats, man, we talked about it yesterday, Law. I'm just ecstatic about being able to call twice and get in. Bro. That Prescott understanding is dead. Leave that man alone. Let.
No doubt, man, Joe. I appreciate you, man. Hey, you right on the money with it, though, bro. From the 860, you're live on the nation. This is my guy, VIP.
Law, you already know it's VIP, baby. But Law, look, put this panel together. Are we doing this in person? Are we doing this? I'm ready for all the smoke, Law.
Hey, I'll let them know, man. Y'all start a little chat or something, man, and if it's going to be visual, it can be audio, however y'all want it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's up to y'all, you know.
I want the visual. I want to see Brandon's face when I break the facts down to him. Let me give you a quick fact before I get off here. The best quarterback winning percentage is Tom the Great Brady at 79%. Our current quarterback sits at 97% winning percentage. What are we talking? Look, cut it out, man. Cut it out with all these sidelines, subliminals. Oh, we want this. Everybody wants something that they don't have. But what y'all got is all the smoke with VIP. Set it up. Regulators, let's ride. Brandon, you better get on your step stool, bro. Because, you're going to be looking up at Big Lovey, man. Let's get it.
No doubt, man. That's my guy VIP on the rapid hotline. You know how Tupac said, because they fear me in their physical form, let it be known I'm troublesome. La 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 la. 518, you're live. You're live on the nation.
Hey, how you doing, Law?
Hey, I'm doing great.
It's AZ from Brooklyn, man. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about our 53-man roster.
Pause. Bro, you and VIP sounds almost the same. So how far Brooklyn is from New Jersey? I think my guy VIP. Hold on, VIP. Both of y'all live right now, man. VIP, say something, man.
I'm from the Bronx. Brooklyn and I are like oil and water, but I love Crooklyn. Crooklyn, I got love for you, baby. Respect.
Say something. You know that. Man, both of y'all sound like twins over here, man. Go.
Hey, Lord, I have a couple of issues with the 53-man roster, man.
All right.
I think we have too many cornerbacks. That 7th cornerback that we just got from Miami, I think that was a waste of a spot. We should have kept Big Bo. We don't have enough big one tech on our defense. Like if somebody goes down, if Jonathan Hankins goes down or Monty Smith goes down, we don't have no rotational piece. We don't have no backup. We stuck there. We light linebacker spot. We shouldn't have gave up Jabril Cox. That was crazy right there. Now we light linebacker spot. You know, it's like so many things we could have did with that position. Everybody sit here and worry about what they did with Hunter Limpke. Hunter Limpke was a good move because now we got somebody. Because everybody that's on our running back squad is really like light. They're not heavy. They don't really can force that 1 yard push that we need during the end of the game. You know, a fullback is next. We need that. We haven't had one of those in a long time. That's another thing. But we need to bring Big Bo back just for that rotation. We need that rotation because God forbid anybody go down. Jonathan Hankins or Marty Smith, we in trouble again with the run. We got to square one again.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you on the hot fire, man. Appreciate you, man. That's my guy, man. I'm Brooklyn VIP, man. Man, both of them boys sound just alike, but he was spitting truth. He was spitting the truth about our linebackers. We are light in the body with those linebackers, so we're going to have to figure this out. And, hey, one way or another, y'all, you know, we got to figure it out. But shout out to my guy, man, from Brooklyn. I got Lokes, man. You live from the 972. What's new?
Buenos tardes, Law Nation.
What's
how you doing, man? Good afternoon, man.
Hey, do it, bro.
Let me say this real quick. I got 60 seconds. I know I got them on the clock. But, hey, how about them Cowboys, man? It's football time. It's go time. No more preseason. It's all about that action. time for that lion to go hunting after his freaking land or whatever.
Yeah.
And hey, it's about to be sack season up in there. And one thing about quickly, I know y'all, this is a big topic to talk about, but I don't got a lot of time. Trey Lance ain't gonna take Dak's job. Dak is a proven winner. What we did for Trey Lance is, like you said, Law, ain't nothing wrong with getting life insurance. Everyone needs it in life, especially in today's age. And this, believe it or not, Cowboys is a well-run organization. We haven't won in 20-something years, but the personnel-wise, coaches, player-wise, we have hit it out the jackpot. Coaches-wise, it's a little iffy because, we got the Jason Garrett and Kellen Moore of the world. But, hey, new times, new results, man. Let's go Cowboys. Peace out.
No doubt, man. That's my guy, Lokes, man, on the hotline for your mind, man. All right, I got the 928. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
What up, Law? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Holla at me, man. Who I'm speaking with?
This is Christian from Southern Arizona, man. I'm a Cowboys fan in Arizona. This shit sucks, bro.
Yes. Oh, yeah, Arizona, man. I heard it's 113 degrees over there, man.
I'm at work right now, man. Supporting from work. Finally got in on a live call. I'm excited. I was not expecting it.
Man, I appreciate you, dog.
Yes, sir. Just wanted to call, say I love everything you do. Been a fan for like 2 years now. Watching all your videos. It's hard for me to catch a live, though. Finally got one with this new schedule.
Oh, yeah, man. I feel you, man.
How about them Cowboys, Law?
How about it, man? So you got 50 seconds, man. Talk to me what's on your heart, mind, soul, and send you about these boys.
Jeez. All I got to say is I miss Dez Bryant. That's my all-time favorite right there.
Oh, shit.
I miss his energy he brought to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
He brought some fire to the sideline. He brought some just energy we don't have no more. We have that fight with Dez Bryant. People are scared to mess up and go back to the sideline and listen to him scream at them.
Yeah, look out for Parsons, man. He's going to deliver that energy, man. He's going to try to deliver it in the physical form. Look out for Parsons this year.
Sir.
Yes, indeed.
I'm excited for this season, man. I'm going to make a prediction for that Cardinals game since I'm in Arizona.
What's
Cowboys,
it?
I'm going to say 28, Cardinals 14.
28-14, man. Ooh, they're going to be nice, man. Yes, let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Let's go, Cowboys Nation. Love you, Law. Have a great day.
Much love to you, man. That's my guy, man. I'm going to call him Arizona 13 because it's 113 degrees out there, and he's out there in the streets working for the nation, baby. Appreciate him, man. Appreciate everybody who called in.
Goodbye.
I thank y'all for the support, your love, and adulations. I appreciate y'all for the hot fire rapid hotline. All right, so formulation time. All right, so during the season, we're gonna try to have 1 to 2 hour shows daily, but there's time constraints or what have you. We got sponsor ad rolls that we got to put in, ladies and gentlemen. We got to pay the bills over here, and that's all brought to you by y'all hitting the like button, sharing this content. Sponsors hitting me up about certain things. I even turned down some money so that we can keep things in a certain way and a look, because I don't want stuff all over the screen and stuff like that. So I really appreciate y'all. So in order to keep these independents going, right, because we got to keep lights on and we got to make sure that everything is working properly. I don't ask you guys to give me donations and support, but if you give donations and support, just know it's from the heart, and know that anything that you put in is going back for us, right? And on top of that, and for us to grow, the best thing that you can do, ladies and gentlemen, is hitting the like, sharing this content, letting people know. Word of mouth is everything. Let me repeat. Word of mouth is everything. Shout out to you, Lisa. Thank you. The merch link is always in the description, so y'all be sure to hit that up. I love it when I was way out there in the Oxnard seeing someone with the merch on. That goes a long way, not a short way. Shout out to you, Candy. Appreciate you for jumping in. Shout out to you, JV boy. Appreciate you. DC for life. Sheila Neal. Appreciate all of the people that support the channel and support the movement. We are new media, and here's the other thing about new media. It is not to take away from old media. It's not that we are better than old media. When we say we new media, it's just a way of an expression on how we deliver things. It's going to be real, raw, and uncut, basically. And we get things, and when we wrong, we wrong. You know what I'm saying? For example, I talked to Tad Prescott, and he said he was a Cowboy fan, and I assumed that Dak Prescott was a Cowboy fan, and somebody in the chat was like, nah, Dak said he's a Saints fan. I never heard him say that, so y'all said y'all had interviews and stuff like that he said and professed that he's a Saints fan. Hey, shame on me. Shame on me. But he plays for the Cowboys, and his mom and his brother was a doggone Cowboy fan. So he need to get with the program back in the days. But, hey, he got drafted by America's team, so that's just what it is. See, we new media. Old media, they would never say, hey, man, I apologize. So if I was wrong, charge it to my head, not my heart. If I offended anyone today, charge it to my head, not my heart. Y'all know how this goes. There's nobody speaking in the ear talking about, hey, run this stat line for your mind. Nah, there's none of that going on over here. Also, tonight, we're going to have a round table of content creators that's representing their particular squad, their clique, and they're going to try to represent and say that they are the best. And we're going to go over here and say that we are the best. But the reality of it is all of them, although we are the youngest team, they are looking up. They are looking up to us. At the end of the day, that's what they doing. They looking up to us. And that's everybody on the NFC East. And the Cowboys, we not even in the East, but we run the East, but because we the best, baby. Y'all know how it goes. You know, y'all know how this goes. So tonight, I want y'all to jump in with Super Friends. It's about in 4 hours. It's going to be at 4 o'clock. I want y'all to show up and show out. Here's the link, just in case you guys don't know. We normally, when we go live, it'll be live on all of our pages, but we decided to have it directly on one page, and that's the link, ladies and gentlemen, that's in the chat area. So click that link. Don't meet us there, beat us there. Jump on in, talk your noise, represent Cowboys. Don't be in there be getting punked out by the Eagles people up in there. Because Eric letting y'all know that Eric going to be in there supporting and letting people know.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
Yeah, he going to be in there supporting his Eagles and everything. Lord Brunson. And look, they have the nerve to call themselves the bullies over there. They're going to be bullying people over there. LT and Louis T going to be talking about Sam Howell. You know what I'm saying? How he's going to also be better than Jalen Hurts, Danny Jones, and Dak Prescott. You know, we're going to hear all of that. And my guy Bad Dog, he going to be cool, calm, and collected, but he's still going to throw his jabs. So I want y'all to all come in and to represent. And we don't put it like this. We may talk back and forth with each other, but we respect each other though. Real talk. And when in my time of loss, all three of these boys that reached out to me and they showed me great love and adulation. So, but with all of that being said, we still gonna set it off though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still know that the Cowboys gonna get this thing going the best way possible tonight. So y'all know how they go. Lord, you cut Brunson way too much slack. Yeah, you know, because if I go too hard, this show will last all the way 3-4 o'clock in the morning. You know, yeah, you know. But we're gonna get these boys going, and they have a right. Oh, subject lines tonight. I need for y'all to get it together too. Subject lines tonight. Who got the best defensive line? Or who got the best front seven? I can tell y'all we got the best secondary right now. Can I boldly say that by the end of the year, we have the best wide receiver core? Or can I say we have the best wide receiver core now? I want to know from y'all. Who got the best wide receiver core in the NFC? And I ain't getting off of this stoop or this spot to have them believe that they have the best quarterback. No. In order to beat a man, you gotta what? Beat the man. Yes, Jalen Hurts made it all the way to the Super Bowl. Dak Prescott made it to the Super Bowl too. He didn't lift a Lombardi trophy, but at least he lifted a trophy that night. Come on. I'll give the Eagles their offensive line. I give them that. I give them that offensive line stuff. But look out for Tony Pollard. Look out for Deuce Vaughn. Christopher Deuce Vaughn, by the way. That Chris, good name. That's my middle name. So we coming, Cowboy Nation. We gonna have some grown folks talks. Ain't that right, Eric? Pick a lead, Rick. Too broke to pay attention. All of y'all that's tuning in. But write these things down if you can. Store them in your heart. If there's one thing a man should always do, is mainly to himself stay true. Never allow someone to change your point of view unless what they bring makes sense to you. Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown. And when speaking, keep it at a moderate tone, because raised voices turn those hearts into stone. You see, in the beginning, it was, how about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? The morals of this story: live, love, life, and respect for another. Then there are those who will try to be smart. They would take a decent man to alter his heart to seek to rip him apart. No man should call him a friend, because they bend lies around the truth till it meets their end. But I want you guys to get crunk with me and write this down too. How bad do you want it? If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat, fret, and plan for it, and lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty or famish or fame or sickness of your body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty, you will get it, Cowboy Nation. Let's go. Unc, man, what you got on this, man? What you got on this, Unc? What you got? Get in on this, Unc. What you got? What you got, Unc?
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, you know, I gave you everything I had. I gave you everything I had.
Lay your head on my pillow and just relax, relax. Damn.
The longest outro in the world.
Whoa. Give me my theme music.
Come on. Hey, ho. Roll those crates. Elena, appreciate your Walker.
I've been really in the field.
Go get them birds though. Peter, close your eyes, Peter.
I just wanna run it up.
I just wanna run it up. Hit that like, share this content.
Count that too, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it up. Lately I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe.
Shout out to everybody who subscribed. Thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. Shout out to the HBO. Come on. Who will law? Come on.
Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty.
2K.
You switch sides off for the bag, and that's what.
Shout out to 2K.
I mix Nike with designer, I experiment.
Come on.
You just rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling
Come on.
it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer.
Call it too legit. We got some grand breaking news. If you don't know, oh my goodness, where is it? Where is my news button? I can't believe it. Hold on. More breaking news.
The answer, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's a better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles for the hard fight they did?
Boy.
Let's go Birds, fly, Eagles fly. Still Super Bowl chance for that.
Y'all sorry. You saw how he put his head up. Hey, he said, hey, I can't make this stuff up, y'all. Hey, she was sitting there like, yeah, Law told me to come over here to talk to you. So, you know, so let's reenact. She said, we answered.
I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's a better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
Look at that tear. Watch that tear.
You're crying.
I'm hurt.
Hey, when he said, he did like this, it just waterfalls, you know, TLC came out, doggone chasing waterfalls. And he just came out. It barely came out too, though. He'll try to hold, he will fight. Hey, if I'm his tears were like, man, I'm trying to fight everything I got. Somebody find Monty, because I think he's still over here crying over that, man, because it got to be something.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, you know I gave you everything I had. Bruh. I gave you everything I had.
Let me get on up out of here, but it hurt, man. And he said, them stinking, did he say them stinking Cowboys? Let me listen one more time. Y'all getting tired of it? Let me see.
We answered, I talked stuff, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's a better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
You're crying.
I'm hurt.
Tuki, is that you there? Tuki, is that you, Tuki? I just need to know. Tuki, is that you? Don't. Monty, is you, Tuki. Come on, let me know, Tuki. Tuki, it was you, Tuki, that reported me on Facebook, man. That's why I can't go live on Facebook, huh? Is that you, Tuki? Let me know. I bet you she was waiting all her life to ask him that, you know. I bet she got some Cowboys lingerie on up under there. I bet you that lady got some Cowboy lingerie on up under there. She got some Cowboys gear up under that dress and everything. I bet you my bottom dollar, y'all. She's an assassin for real. Yes, indeed. One more time. Cut the music off. One more time. Just one more time. Let me see.
We answered, I talked stuff, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's a better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles for the hard fight they did?
2K!
Let's go Birds, fly, Eagles fly, still Super Bowl.
All right, man. Look. Eric Scott, that's you. It got to be you, bro. It got to be you. Boy, a long marathon show again. We losing Isaiah, man. Come on, man. 2K. One love to you, man.
All I ask.
And you.
Don't let the street lights lead you all alone. You know it's dangerous to go alone. Well, what I'm saying is that
And that they're unknown unknown. But there's also unknown unknown. The things we don't know that we don't know.
Play it too.
I follow. Come on. One love to you, too. Shout out to you, Sean. Thank everybody who support the nation. JV boy, appreciate you. True blue forever. Like I said, if I offended anyone, charge it to the head, not the heart. Shout out to Boss Cowboys Sports. Scorpio. Come on. Hit you all alone. Sing it, Parsons.
You know it's dangerous. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Hey, Parsons, hit that note.
Could I be on player two? I'll follow.
Let's go, man.
Wherever you go.
Let's go,
Whatever you do. Player two. If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
My oh my, man. Shout out to you, man. You sent me Monty's Facebook, Instagram page, and he's Monty big time, man. He got Halle Berry and everything. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Monty with Halle Berry. I hope all is well. He was in the wheelchair. Oh, okay. That's where he sits. Okay. Shout out to Monty, man. One love to him, man. He looks like he's a good diehard Eagles fan. I don't see no shades of blue anywhere. Shout out to Monty. He's the legend. An Eagles fan that speaks the truth.
Be your biggest fan. And
He is.
when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says,
Monty!
I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to meet.
Come on. Look, he got that Halle Berry. He with Halle Berry. See, he actually speaks with Jalen Hurts. We answered. We talked noise. But them stinking Cowboys. Monty for president. You're a cool dude, man.
Because you don't know who you're going to meet.
Damn act together. Don't like your attitude.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know